Hey fam, it is your girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I'm back today with another All Signs live reading. I hope that you all are feeling blessed. I hope that you all are happy, healthy, okay, highly favored. I'm so excited to be here, and yeah, so I'm pretty much already set up. I'm excited to get started. The reading topic for today is what are they obsessively focusing on? And of course, this is about you. So, what about you are they obsessively focusing on? They can be any specific person on your mind or even a group of people. It's really up to you. So yeah. Let me just make sure that I'm good on the playback on my laptop. I've already pinned the reading topic in the comment section. Definitely make sure that you all like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hype. If you would like a personal reading, that link is on my channel's main page. So you can definitely go over there if you would like a personal reading. If you would like to donate, then you can as well. I would definitely say try to donate towards my Cash App or towards my PayPal, so that I can utilize that money sooner than later. um, but yeah, so where have I been? Really just prioritizing, just my child. Pretty much. That's just what I've been doing. I have a 12-year-old. He is a Sagittarius. And if you're a Sag, you already know how y'all are. Okay. Y'all want to be everywhere and y'all want to do everything. Okay. So I've just really been keeping up with him. So yeah, now that all of his activities are pretty much over and the school year is over, this is actually the first full week of no school because they had school last week. So this is the first full week of no school. So I'm really just trying my best to jump back into things. I do have a full schedule, but I have um, prioritized y'all in this channel as far as it relates to my schedule. So it's really just sleep, work, because you all know that I'm a digital entrepreneur, so there's other streams of income that I engage in. So it's sleep, work, YouTube, and the gym. Okay, like, so the summertime I really try to prioritize myself because I'm not working around my son's school schedule. All right, so I'm excited to just do me for a bit. Okay, reprioritize things and to put myself first. So hey, Jeff, definitely make sure that you all let me know how you're doing. Let me know where you're tuning in from and also which sign that I should get started with. If you all choose a sign that you would like me to get started with, I'll just stick with the other signs that's in the same element. So let's say, for example, you want me to start with Gemini. Okay, then I will read for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. If you want me to start with Virgo, I'll read for Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, and so on and so forth. Hey, Jeff. Jeff, I'm about to do a tarot reading. The question is, what about you are they obsessively focused on? They can be any specific person on your mind or even a group of people. It's up to you. So if you want to know, like, what is it that your family is obsessively focusing on about you, then it's going to be about your family. But oftentimes, these readings can definitely relate to other people. Yeah, you're weird. You're weird. Like, you really came on the internet and decided to type some weird ass shit in the comments. Like, you're a weirdo. But y'all, I forgot this is the internet and people are still racist, people are still misogynistic, and so on and so forth. Like, people still have these demonic entities attached to them that really do affect and guide their behaviors and manipulates them into doing stupid ass shit. So I forgot. But now we're back. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and choose a sign to read for today. I'm gonna just go ahead and choose so we can get started. Hey, Fernando. Um, I'm not familiar, but all right, let's go ahead and get started, y'all. We will start with the sign on top of my deck, which is Virgo. So we'll just start with Virgo, and then I'll go to Taurus and then Capricorn. Hey, La Unique. It's nice to see you. And also, before I get started, I'm definitely going to be adding new moderators, people that I've seen, people that I'm familiar with. There's a lot of moderators from the past that were really active on my channel, but it is what it is. Like, they're free to engage in other communities. There's so many creators out here that are reading tarot or just doing a lot of different things. So I'm just going to be removing moderators and adding new moderators. Thank you so much. You said I'm drop dead gorgeous. Thank you so much. Hey, Holden Wells. Thank you, La Unique. We're going to get started with Virgo. The timestamp for Virgo is going to be 6:15. All right, so I've already cleared out the space with Florida water. And let's get started. So the question is, what about you? Are they obsessively focusing on? They is anybody on your mind, or even a specific group of people. It could be your coworkers, family, your gym friends, anybody. Haters, like, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so what about you? Are they obsessively focusing on? Okay, so the person on your mind, or the people on your mind, they're focusing on how easy it is for you to finesse things in your favor, or how you're just able to like manipulate things positively for yourself. So you definitely do have the power of manipulation, as we all do, as most people do. And you could also be very persuasive. And you also get by on pretty privilege, or if you're a male, handsome privilege. So you look good. So for the most part, it's easy for you to kind of sway things in your favor, or to get people to favor you, or to want to bless you with things, or to open up your ways, or to open roads, because you just have that power of persuasion and manipulation, and you look good as well. So you're privileged. So it makes people want to like do nice things for you, or to be kind to you, or to let you into like exclusive places where most people may not be able to like enter. So for example, like, let's say you're going out to a party or something, and it's a like exclusive party, not a lot of people are able to get in, but when you show up, you just kind of make people want to like be inclusive, or you make people want to like like to include you. So you look good. That's all I can say. It's like you look good, and you are able to finesse things in your favor. So that's what they're focused on. It's like, how is it that you can do this? It seems like they, or the people that are focusing on this, don't really have that same power of manipulation. It seems like they are consistently kind of stuck in the same loops, or stuck in the same cycles, but you're able to speak things into existence for yourself. So yeah, and Virgo is definitely associated with the magician. So yeah, you're very persuasive. It's something about the words that you use, and just how communicative and charismatic that you are. And you also have a lot of confidence as well. So you're never really thinking about the worst case scenario. You're always thinking about the best case scenario. And I feel like that's why things always work out for you positively. And you're pretty, and you're handsome as well. So I mean, I'm not trying to be superficial, but hey, like, it is what it is. The type of society we live in can be very superficial, vain, and narcissistic. So, whatever it is that you're doing with your appearance, just continue to keep doing it, because it works. It works. Yeah, so the people that are, or the person that's obsessively focusing on this, they just don't have the same amount of favor that you have. It seems like this is a very negative person. It's even someone that you have decided to distance yourself from, someone that you don't even really communicate with a lot. And it's just like, what I keep hearing is birds of a feather flock together. So you already know that this isn't really someone that you can be in close contact and communication with, because their negative energy could rub off on you, and could, lessen your favor. So I think you're really understanding that it's just best to not even just move in silence, but to just be an individual and to distance yourself, which is very common with Virgos anyway, especially associating that with the hermit. So I feel like you're understanding like the best thing for you to do is just to like separate yourself. You could also be doing like uncrossing spells, just trying to like uncross your energy from other people so that you stay clean, pristine, and favored. So that's just kind of what I'm getting here. Why are they obsessed? I feel like a part of the obsession is the fact that you're not spending so much time with them, or you're just not trying to be in the same environments as them. They're very toxic people. And yeah, I'm just getting that you're very pure. Okay. It's not like you're a perfect person, because there's no such thing as a perfect person, but I feel like you have pure intentions and you have a good, kind heart and spirit. And so I feel like that's also why you're blessed as well. Hi, Holden. Yeah, they're obsessed because you're not really communicating with them. That's just coming back out here again. So I'm gonna just thank spirit for confirming that message. But yeah, you're not communicating. You're taking a break from them. You're focused on developing your own sense of peace, and your own sense of like an inner sanctuary. So you could also be spending a lot of time in the house or just in environments that continue to foster peace, as opposed to, anxiety and chaos. Okay, so you're really doing your best to really just protect yourself, protect your energy, protect your peace. And yeah, you're resting. It's like you don't really have time for any of the toxicity that this person, these people, or people in general um, are embodying, or just like the environments that they're in. It's like you just don't have time for any of those things. And it's not beneficial for your health. So you all could be resting from an illness, or even like an injury. So it just makes no sense for you to put yourself around like harsh and chaotic and dramatic people. So that's why they're obsessed. I think this is a no contact situation, or it's either low to no contact with whoever you have on your mind. Um, okay, so what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? Because they're obsessed for a reason. So what are the harsh emotions associated with it? I feel like I'm hearing saltiness and bitterness. Um, they feel like you should be taking them with you. So I feel like these are people or a person that is just really like, I don't even want to say passively. I feel like they're just actively watching your life and just watching the steps that you take. They're studying you. How is it that things always turn out in your favor? How is it that you've been able to finesse your way to the top? Yeah. What are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? Well, I think you're completely fine with being alone. So spirit is really just confirming the messages that I've already said. For you, Virgo, or channeled for you, Virgo, it's like you're okay with being alone. This person or these people on your mind have issues with doing that. When they're alone, they feel neglected. Okay. When they're alone, they feel like they're going through struggle. They don't really have the same level of self-esteem that you have. So they always need someone to validate them. They need someone to affirm them. They need someone to speak life into them. You're pretty much a generator. Like you're very much connected to the source of energy from the divine. As far as within your human design, generator could also be your, I want to say your archetype, or whatever that is called in human design. I don't want to say like your personality type. Like it's just, you could be a generator. So you don't necessarily need other people around you to give you life. Like life is within you. So yeah, the harsh emotions associated with this is the simple fact that you're okay with being alone. If this is someone that you've abandoned, like I said, you don't really spend too much time with them. It's like they're definitely taking that hard. I mean, we could take it, we could take it even further and say that, this person greatly benefits off of your divine favor. They benefit off of that. They benefit off of your pretty privilege, off of your handsome privilege. You get them into places, or you may also give them opportunities that they wouldn't have naturally been able to attract on their own. So yeah, that's why they're salty. It's saltiness, it's bitterness, and it could even be a bit of resentment as well. But yeah, I do feel like whoever you are asking about, they are restless, like they really want to talk to you or to establish some type of, yeah, like connection or communication with you. But I feel like you've already pretty much decided that this is someone or people that you have to stay away from, because they're just toxic and they just keep going through the same struggle over and over and over again. And why would you want to be a part of that? So that's it for you, Virgo. Let's go ahead and move on to the next sign. Let's go ahead and move on to the next sign. And I'm going to stick with the earth sign since I started with Virgo. I just chose randomly. So we'll move on to Taurus in a second. Let me just reset the cards and connect with you all in the chat, and we'll keep it moving. Hey, Elizabeth Robinson. Okay, because I'm MIA and blessed. Okay, I love that for you, Elizabeth. Hey, Mason. I hope you all are doing well. Definitely make sure to drop in the chat and let me know where you all are tuning in from. I'm not using as many decks today. So let me show y'all the decks that I'm using. I'm using the Hip Hop Queens Oracle deck. I'm using an Oracle deck that I created on my own. Y'all, I'm going to release this out to the world very soon, okay? I just have a lot of things to do, okay? I have a lot of things to do, but I'll release them. I'm using a tarot deck. This is just a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And then I'm also using the Dark Mirror Oracle. All right, so Taurus, your timestamp is going to be 17 minutes. We're asking Spirit today, what about you are they obsessively focusing on? They could be a specific person on your mind or a group of people like family, friends, haters, okay? Community people, okay? People that you see when you're out. Love interests, like any of these things, any of these, you know, it's up in the air. It's open for interpretation. So let's go ahead and get started. Taurus. Okay. Yeah, Taurus, I feel like whomever is on your mind doesn't really have a good idea of who you are. Okay, so they're perceiving you to be a lot of different things and nothing at all. So there's just a mysterious factor about you. You could very much, your reading could very much be similar to Virgo, but it's a bit different because I just feel like they don't really know what to think. They're obsessing on the fact that you're literally not there. So these could be people that you do not see anymore, you don't hang out with anymore, you don't talk to, you don't connect with them, you don't communicate. It's really nothing going on with you. They really don't know what's going on. So yeah, I just heard that commercial that used to come on YouTube when it was like disappear for 30 days and be the most dangerous person in the room. That's kind of what I'm picking up, Taurus. So I feel like you've also, similar to Virgo, you've disappeared and they just don't really know what to think. They don't know what you're on. They don't know what you're doing. They don't know where you work. They don't know how you're spending your time. There's just a lot of questions like about you that cannot easily be answered. And I also feel like they're questioning, yeah, they're just questioning like what you're doing, like how you're doing, what you're doing, like what's going on with you. I really feel like you've disappeared. So yeah, similar to Virgo, you've decided to take a step back, okay, from society. So you could very much be in your hermit energy as well. This is something that you decided to do by choice. Others of you may be very like spiritual in nature. I feel like you could be going through some type of initiation process, which is requiring you to really be very protective with your energy, similar to Virgo, and to literally disappear. But let's get some more information. But there's just a lot of questions. And because there's a lot of questions that can't easily be answered, they're fantasizing and projecting a lot of things that you could be doing, or they're thinking about your character, your personality, and who you are. Like, they really don't know who you are, where you're at, what you're doing. It's just too many questions that need answers. So let me move on. Yeah, it's a lot of talk and gossip surrounding you because nobody knows what you're doing. Like, so there's a lot of people that are calling around, asking about you, trying to figure stuff out, running surveillance. You're being very much in your high priestess energy right now, okay? Where it's like you're not really saying much. Everything is really secretive. Everything is hush. Everything is on the low. Like, you're not popping out like that. So you could be staying in the house, not really going out to different social events, just not really saying anything. I feel like you're really locked in with yourself, and it could be a bit scary to people, because it's not like you're expressing your emotions or how you feel or how you think. So I'm not going to say that you're not a vulnerable person. I just think that you are deciding to keep things to yourself. Okay. I don't blame you, especially with as it relates to this person on your mind or these people. If you're asking about a group of people, I don't blame you because they're talking shit anyway. So it's best that they don't know anything at all. Okay, it's best that they don't know anything at all, because all they're gonna do is go get on the phone, okay, start calling around, telling people what you're doing, okay, talking about you. I just heard that song "Gossip Folks" by Missy Elliott. So y'all should definitely go listen to that. Because that's what she's talking about in that song. How many rumors are being spread about her and how she don't give a damn. So I just think that's the energy that you all are embodying, and I'm not mad at you. It's best for you to be this way. Pick and choose who you can be vulnerable with. Pick and choose who you can, tell your secrets to, or if you're having a difficult phase or cycle of your life that you're experiencing, like, pick and choose, and just lean on the people that you know are supportive. But other than that, keep everything on the hush, because you can't tell everybody everything. People like to use things against you, and I think that's something that you've realized about this specific person or the specific group of people. You can't tell them shit, because all they're gonna do is twist it up, gossip, and go talk about you. Yeah, and they're like on you too. It's like the more mysterious you are, it's like the more alluring that you are. So just understand that you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Like, if you disappear, it's like people are still going to be nosy and trying to pry into your life, like trying to get readings on you. If yeah, trying to get readings, trying to run surveillance on you. Like, that's just what they're gonna do. So the more you disappear, it's like the more you're going to pretty much be drawing and attracting people towards you and towards your energy. So it's kind of like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Like, so if you're gonna disappear, be okay with the fact that people are going to be trying to pry. Just be okay with that. It just is what it is. I hope y'all don't think I'm trying to tell y'all to just accept anything. I'm really not. I'm just saying, like, if you were to open up and be vulnerable and let these people know what's going on with you, it's like they would still be on you anyway. It's just now that you would have given them so much intel that they can use this information against you. So don't give them anything. Let them think whatever they want to think. Okay. Why are they obsessed? I feel like I've kind of answered that question, but we'll see what comes up with the tarot. Well, I think the people on your mind could be individuals that you have had very intimate and close relationships with. But they're pretty much obsessed because they want to know, like, who you're spending your time with, who you're connecting to. And I also feel like they want to reconnect with you. But the best thing that you can do is to not reconnect with this group of people. I'm picking up heavily that this could definitely be friends or even potential love interest, but more so friends. Just people that you really used to, like, invite into your space. You used to, like I said, have very close, intimate connections with them. You thought that they were supportive friends. This could also be family. You thought that they were supportive family. But now you're understanding that that's not necessarily the case. And also because you're going through some type of like initiation, is it's like there's a pathway opening, there's a door opening, and it's only big enough for you. So it's like they can't really go with you into this next phase or cycle of your life. And so I think that this is why they're obsessed. They just want to know, like, who is it that you're connecting to? Did you find a new group of friends? Are you hanging out with other family members? You know, are you dealing with other people on a romantic level? They're just obsessed because they used to be really, really close to you, but now they're not anymore. So you've put some barriers and boundaries up around yourself. So it is what it is. These are some people that you left behind in the dust, and they feeling some type of way. Yeah. So what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? Yeah, I think part of the reason why you have decided to go independent or just distance yourself away from this group of people, for some of y'all, the people that you were attached to were up to some really like no good things, okay? Or just, I wanted to say like no good antics or just bad behaviors. Some of you, especially if you're in the streets, okay, or you were in the streets, you could have been friends with people that were just not doing good things, okay? They were living a life of crime. They were doing bad things, okay? Some of them may have been doing drugs, they may have been committing crimes, you know, just different things that they that could have led you down a very negative and dark path. So I feel like you decided to release yourself from that because it just was no longer in alignment with your higher self. Or no, with yourself as you were, you know, connecting with your higher self. So yeah, yeah, that's crazy. I just think that this was a group of people that were just up to no good, also very superficial, very vain. They could have also been very narcissistic, and also suffering from groupthink. So y'all know those groups of people, like, yeah, this is similar to Virgo, where it's just like birds of a feather flock together. Or no, I think I said that for Taurus. I'm not sure, but it's just like, you know, those groups of people that just, you know, follow the leader, you know, that type of thing, or they'll just all have the same mindset. They don't really challenge each other. They just all, their energy really just reverberates off of the other. And it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. I mean, if it's positive, I think that groupthink can be a positive thing. But if it's like negative, then yeah, no. I just feel like you wanted to liberate yourself from this group of people because they were no longer in alignment with you energetically. So if this was friends, this could have been friends that only cared about like turning up, going out, having good times, gossiping, talking shit about other people. They could also be very mean, like just kind of like mean girls or mean guys, that like to subjugate others, make it seem like other people are beneath them or below them because they don't have a certain car or they don't make a certain amount of money, or, you know, just superficial materialistic things. I think you really took a step back from that because you just realized that it was fake. But yeah, they're obsessed with you because they're fake. They're fake and they're superficial. So they just want to know, like, oh, what you're up to. They feel like they're projecting onto you that you think you're better than them. They're projecting onto you that your ascension is a lie. So they think that you're lying about this. Yeah, that's crazy. So if you have decided to take more of a spiritual path or journey, they just think that's a lie. They don't necessarily believe it because that's not what they're choosing to do. So they just feel like, well, if the group isn't doing it, then why are you doing it? So you're just being very unconventional in your thinking. I don't see the Hierophant in reverse, but the Hierophant in reverse would very much apply to this situation for you in a positive way, where it's like you're trying your best to be as unconventional as possible. You're rebelling against this particular group of people or this community or this person, and you're refusing to be in agreement with them. You're more so deciding to be in agreement with yourself and to do what's best for you. And then on top of that, you're being secretive and you're not really telling them what's going on with you. You're not opening up about your thoughts, your opinions, your emotions, your feelings. You're not doing any of it. So yeah, they're projecting onto you that the way that you're living now or the way that you're being now is a lie because it's not in alignment with what the group thought or what they thought or what y'all previously agreed upon. And that's what people need to understand is like, you have the right to change. You have the right to redefine yourself. You have the right to refine yourself. You have the right to do that. You don't have to continue to keep being the same person. So good for you in deciding to just do you and not really focus on other people, and then also being very secretive about what you're doing, because you already know people gonna talk anyway. But that's it, Taurus. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next earth sign, which is Capricorn. I hope that reading made sense for you. Yeah, I just think you're wanting to live a more authentic life, Taurus. It's like you're not gonna be focused on appearances or keeping up with the Joneses. Like you really want to live an authentic and genuine life. And I just feel like you removed yourself from a fake and superficial relationship, from a person, or also from a community. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put some hearts in the chat for everyone that is tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in to this live. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, your timestamp is going to be 31:30, so that I can get a sip of my drink and we can keep it going. Thank you so much for dropping the signs in the chat, lie unique, that we are currently reading for. And yeah, you said, especially when the person has hurt you and you forgive and let them back in and they expect you to treat them the same. Yeah, that's always the weird thing to me, because it's like, if you hurt me and I have enough grace to forgive you, like, don't expect to come back into my life and have that same position. Like, you already showed that you have the inability to what is it that I want to say, to be in that position. So why would you think that you can go back? It's weird. All right, Capricorn, let's get started. What about you are they obsessively focusing on? They can be any specific person or group of people on your mind. So let's see what they're obsessively focusing on. Okay, let me get some more information, Capricorn, because I feel like this has to do with your ambition. Okay. Okay, so Capricorn, the specific person on your mind or group of people that is obsessively focusing on you is specifically looking at your courage and your ability to like put yourself out there. I think this always has to do with your ambition, which is hilarious. I think you could be doing something for visibility. You could be deciding to do influencer work. um you could be deciding to do something in like the entertainment industry, anything that requires you to have to like market yourself as a talent or to put yourself out there, if you get what I mean. Like, so you all could be applying for modeling jobs, like I said, going on castings. You're just doing something that requires you to have to be confident. And this is something that they're focusing on, is like, how is it that you have the confidence to put yourself on the internet? Like, some people actually really don't. And I encourage you, if you have a YouTube channel, which everybody does that's commenting in this chat, is like, start to do something with that channel if you have not already. Focus on a talent that you have, something that you know you can talk about and you can teach other people. And just start to market yourself as, someone that is, has a, someone that has a, I basically want to say like someone that is a source of knowledge. Okay, market yourself. I'm sure there's something that you can offer to other people that they would be interested in buying. Okay, So especially for you all that always wanted to be entrepreneurs, it's like put yourself out there. You'll be surprised at what you can do. But yeah, I think that's what's going on with you, Capricorn. It's like you're deciding to do that. Like you could be going out more. You're turning heads. Okay, you're turning heads. I also feel like you've had the confidence to do something to change your physical appearance. So this could be you actually having a physical glow up, like going to the gym, getting fit. Maybe you all have decided to get some type of cosmetic surgery. Um, you just are deciding to do something for you. It has nothing to do with others. Like I said, this could have to do with your physical body, or you're just like, taking more pictures. You're putting yourself out there. Like, I like this for you. And that's what they're obsessively focusing on. Like, these are people or a person that is literally stalking you. Like, stalking, watching, okay? They could be obsessively watching your stories. And the crazy thing is I also feel like these are people, or this is a person that could be trying to drag you back to how you used to be. So, you may have been a bit like scared or anxious or not really confident enough. You didn't really have like the self-esteem to really want to like, present yourself out into the world. Okay. I just feel like this is someone who benefited from you keeping yourself small, and now you're just focusing on just being your confident self. Like you really are loving yourself, you're accepting yourself, and I think where you are is a good place to be. It's a good place to be because now you're operating from a sense of fearlessness. So good for you. I think that you'll definitely get more opportunities or offers with whatever it is that you are trying to do. I feel like this has to do with like the entertainment industry, or you want to change something physical about yourself to get more opportunities. That it's your prerogative, it's your life. Okay, do what you want. Um, and I just think that these people, or the person that's watching you, is gonna try to embody a lot of psychological gains, and like they'll be trying to exhibit psychological warfare towards you to try to bring you back or drag you back to like who you used to be. So for example, if you decide that you want to flex, so you put on your nice little cute little outfit, or if you're a man, you put on your outfit, you stepping out, it's like this would be that person that'll say, oh well, don't you think that outfit is too racy, or don't you think you're going to be getting a lot of attention, or don't you think you're, or unwanted attention, or don't you think you're going to be misrepresenting yourself, or don't you think, like, it's just going to be a lot of those like stupid ass questions to really try to make you feel bad about yourself, because they don't have the same level and amount of confidence that you have to do the things that you're doing. So what I just heard is, if they could, they would. Okay, if they could, they would. So since you can, you need to do it. Okay, since you can, Capricorn, you need to do it. And it took a while, and it cost you a lot to get here. I think you got tired of yourself, and you realized that you were holding yourself back. So you're pretty much realizing that an older version of you has to die, because you weren't necessarily happy with who you used to be, and that's completely fine. Like, it's you, it's your decisions, it's your life. Do what you want. You should be doing things that, you know, contribute to your own sense of peace and happiness. I don't see the 9 of Cups here, but I'm getting that, where it's like you're finally emotionally satisfied and happy with yourself and what's in your life and what you have, and you just are feeling very blessed right now. Like, you feel up. So I like that for you. It's like your mood is up right now. Yeah, and I also think you should put yourself out there more. You should step out, because you will meet people that respect you for who you are today. You're going to meet people that admire your confidence or your ability to, like, just be fearless. You're going to meet a lot of people that are actually going to praise you for being you, and not have to deal with people that have known you, or just from your past, that have tried to like bring you down or make you think less than. So all of it is really just a manipulation to get you to stay where you used to be, because they don't have the same level of confidence as you. All right, so I kind of already touched on why they are obsessed, but they're pretty much obsessed because they're living a life of lack and limitation. They can't do what you do, okay? If they could, they would, but they can't. So Yeah, these are people that restrict themselves. Okay. I feel like you're stepping into your power. Okay. You're owning yourself. You're accepting your body. You're making lovingly changes about yourself. And it's just not what too many people can like want to do. They have the ability to do it, but it's a choice and decision. So you're making choices and you're accepting ideas that these other people or this other person is not accepting. So yeah, like they don't have the ability to do what you want to do what you do because they're not choosing to do it. So just reiterating that. But yeah, you're making changes and they have a fear of change. They're restricting themselves. They want to do what you do. They do. They really do. They admire it, but they just can't bring themselves to. Um, for some of you, you may have previously you may have previously gotten out of jail. For some of you, you may have previously gotten out of jail. So the person on your mind could be someone that is in jail, or they're just in a very restricted environment. They could also be in some type of psychiatric hospital. They could be in the hospital, like, medical hospital. So they could be in an environment that doesn't really grant them the same amount of freedom that you have right now. So I think, that's also something that they're salty about or they're bitter about. But yeah, they ideally would like to do what it is that you're doing. They just can't bring themselves to do it because they're limited, whether it's within their environment or just within their mindset. All right. So what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? Well, I think that you're doing what you should have always done. You're putting a lot of time and love into you. Like, this is what you're doing. You're embodying self-love, and they're taking it as, oh, you're being narcissistic, or you're being self-absorbed, or you're being full of yourself. That's how they're taking it. They're looking at your happiness as a slight against them, or they're just trying to make it something other than what it is. So they're trying to distort your happiness and the peace that you're experiencing. They're trying to distort it. And it's like, that's the shit that really be pissing me off the most about people, is they're always trying to demonize the things that they want the most. So what it is that you're doing now, they're trying to demonize it and making it seem like it's negative when it's actually not. So yeah, you actually have the guts and the courage to make changes, and you're not explaining it to anybody. You're just doing what's best for you, and you're also not falling for the mind manipulation and the traps. Okay, you're not falling for any of those things. So good for you, Capricorn. They trying to hold you back, but it's not possible. I feel like you've already accepted in your mind that you're not going to be held back. Meanwhile, these people have accepted lack, limitation, and powerlessness. Okay, so that's on them. But yeah, they're basically trying to project now that you're being narcissistic and full of yourself and self-centered and self-absorbed and, selfish, all of those things. But you know what? You have self-respect, and it's okay to be selfish, especially when you're not, typically a self-absorbed person. It's okay for you to put yourself first, to prioritize yourself. It's definitely okay for you to do that, especially if you have been are used to enabling others or people pleasing, which is mind manipulation as well. Okay. Putting yourself last, especially if you've been raised to do that. You deciding to embody more selfishness right now is healthy. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there, Capricorn. I hope that y'all like this reading, and I hope it made sense. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to what's next. You all can let me know. Okay, Stephanie said Libra. You said, girl, where have you been? I was actually worried. Oh, don't worry, Stephanie. I've just been raising my son. He's a Sag. He got a lot going on, which good things. He has a lot of great things going on. So I've just had to drop everything and just really focus on him. Now that the school year is over, I can change my schedule around and get back to live streaming and reading tarot, because I actually really love to do it and I love to connect with you all. So don't worry, I'm here. Okay, I'm here. I was just busy, and it made no sense for me to say that I was going to stream and then not stream, and, make promises and not follow through on them. So I just really allowed things to naturally end. And then I was able to really jump back in. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I know a lot of people were like asking me like, "Where have you been?" People even started watching my old picker cards. I was like, "Okay." But yeah, I'm here. It's just anytime that I have to, you know, take a break from the internet is really because I just have a very busy life at the moment. I mean, things are still busy right now, but no, I made a whole new weekly schedule and I'm going to try my best to stick to that schedule. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Libra. All right, so we'll go to the air signs. We'll start with Libra, then I have Gemini, and then I have Aquarius. So let me go ahead and clear out the energy with the Florida water. Get a sip of water. And then we'll get started at 46 minutes for Libra. All right, Libra, 46 minutes even. Okay, so the question is, what are they obsessively focusing on about you? They can be a specific person on your mind or even a group of people. Okay, it's open for interpretation. I know y'all that have been watching tarot, you kind of already know who they is or are, but there may be some new people that are tuning in and are just like, who's they? Like, yo, who's they? Yo, sorry y'all. Let me shuffle again. I had a lot of cards that fell out, and I really only want one. Okay. Yo, Libra, you're not taking no for an answer. Okay, you're not. You're very persistent in all things that you do. It's like you're just not giving up. What I'm picking up from you is if there's a will, there's a way. So people are definitely focused, obsessively focusing on your sense of willpower. I just feel like you have a very strong desire to accomplish something or to bring something positive into your life. I'm gonna get some more information, but this is what they're focusing on. Okay, so Libra, Libra wants to be successful. Yes, yo, spirit is hitting today. Spirit is hitting today. Yeah, Libra, you want to be successful, and you're on the road to it. Okay, you're on the way. I'm just gonna confirm that for you. So I don't know what you over here doing. Okay, I don't know what it is that you're doing, but you're definitely on the way. Like you have goals in mind. You're ambitious. It doesn't matter what challenges arise and pop up in the way for you. It's like you're going to continue to keep moving. Nothing is stopping your show. Okay, nothing is stopping your show. So people are definitely focused on your ability to not take no for an answer. Okay, where there's a will, there's a way. And if they don't want to let you in, you're going to create your own path. Okay, so I think you're a trailblazer. Something that you're doing is something that the people around you are not doing. Okay, so you don't have a blueprint. You don't have a blueprint. You're literally just making a way for yourself. Like you are so determined. You have so much strength right now emotionally. There's really nothing that can hold you back. You're not settling for any emotional pitfalls, things that can stop people like fear. And what else is it? Go ahead and put in the chat. What are some other things that people experience that could, stop them? Okay. Lack, limitation, not having enough. Like Libra, you're being so resourceful. You're literally using what you immediately have in front of you. So yeah, you're definitely tapping into that magician energy. Like you want to manifest something very big. Okay. You have your eyes on a prize and you're not going to allow lack of money, lack of opportunities and resources stop you. Okay. So they're literally obsessively focusing on how it is that you don't have a lot You may not have a lot of money right now. You may not have a lot of resources or people that are favoring you or blessing you with opportunities and things that you need. You may not have the right networks, you know, you may not have the right people around you. Um, but it doesn't matter. That's not something that is going to hold you back. Like you could be experiencing a lot of blockages and delays, okay? But it's not stopping anything. It's not stopping your show. For some of you, this specific person or these people could be intentionally doing things to block or stop you. They could intentionally be doing things too. And I know it's disheartening, but unfortunately, it'll be the closest people to us that don't really want to see us get to that next level. So it's like they're intentionally trying to block and stop you, but that's not stopping you. So, damn. I just heard the spell work is not working. So if you know, like, don't take it if you don't know this to be true. But if you know that the person on your mind has intentionally done spell work to stop you, to block your opportunities, then it's like it's not working. And that's something that they're focusing on as well. Like, how is it that it's not working? Like, how is it that it's not? Um, that's crazy. So let's keep going. Like, let's keep going. Let's see. Yeah, similar to I think it was, who was it? It may have been Virgo or Taurus. I think it might have been Taurus's reading. You can go back and listen to Taurus. Similar to Taurus, it's like you're not really being very open about what's going on with you emotionally. I think something that you're understanding, whether it's like it's conscious or it's even subconscious, is like you're understanding that you have to be as emotionally neutral as possible. And that you can't really go back and forth between the different extremes. So I don't see temperance here because I haven't even used any tarot cards yet, but I'm kind of picking up on that energy of like temperance. It's like you are expanding, you are growing, but you're being very emotionally balanced and neutral as you're doing this thing. So yeah, that's the thing that people don't get is like, how is it that despite all of these roadblocks and delays that are, you know, popping up in the way, or even roadblocks, delays that they're trying to impose upon you so that you stop, like, how is it that you keep going? And it's because of your emotionality and your ability to regulate yourself. You take breaks when you need to, okay, because you're accomplishing some big things here. Okay, you're taking breaks when you need to, you're resting when you need to. You're leaning on the people that you know you can trust for support. You're not just telling your business to everybody. And, you know, it's just your ability to just pretty much flow with life's challenges. That's just what it is. You're learning more about yourself. You could be educating yourself by reading more books, listening to podcasts. I just think you're, yeah, it's like you're just taking things in stride. Okay, you're taking things in stride, even though there's a lot that you could get mad at. Okay, like, so you want some other shit. Is you're really not focusing on the reality of what you see or on the circumstance or on the situation. You're really keeping your eyes on the prize. So good for you, Libra. Stephanie said Libra likes being underestimated because then you won't see them coming full force and claiming their throne. Okay. She said, yes, Libra's out here making it happen despite any obstacles. No pain, no gain. Exactly. That's what you're doing. Like, yo, that's crazy. But crazy in a good way. Okay? Crazy in a good way. Like, yeah. Yeah, if this is someone you're asking about that you were romantically involved with, this is just a side note. They just want to know, like, who you're moving on to. Okay? Because obviously this may have been someone that just caused a lot of drama and issues and problems for you as you were trying to work towards your goals. Okay, they caused a lot of problems. Okay, they caused a lot of problems. So they just want to know, like, who is it that you're, you know, loving? Who's loving you? I just heard that song. I feel like Jackson 5 sampled it, or maybe that was their original song, but Who's Loving You? I just heard that as well. Like, you know the part when Michael Jackson be like, I treated you bad. Since you've been away, don't you know what they say? What do they say? I run around with my head hanging down and I wonder who's loving you. Like, I think that's what they said. Those are the lyrics in that song. But yeah, this is someone that you were romantically involved with. They just want to know, like, who are you dealing with now? Okay, who is it? Who is it? So they're being nosy. But yeah, that's just a side note. All right, so why are they obsessed? Oh, okay. So they're obsessed because you left them in the dust. Like, that's why they're obsessed. You left them in the dust. Like, you abandoned this person or these people. You weren't really feeling your best when they were around anyway. I think that the person on your mind or the specific people on your mind were more so liabilities and not assets. Like, they can't help you get to where it is that you're going, and they can't come with you. That's been a consistent message or theme in today's All Signs Live. It's like people obsessing about the collective that have no place in the collective's future, or at least in this next phase or cycle in your life. Um, yeah, these people couldn't help you, or this person couldn't. They didn't have the resources, they didn't have the energy. And if you just kept yourself attached to them, you wouldn't have been able to move and push forward in your life. So, like I said, they were really just liabilities for you. They can't help you. And I think that's something that you realize. So that's why you had decided to get into agreement with yourself and move forward. You don't necessarily need another person to accomplish what it is that you want. You don't. Like, you really don't. Now the gag is that as you continue to keep walking, you of course will meet people that will favor you and people that you can come into agreement with, the people that'll be able to help you. But the individuals that you're surrounding yourself with, or this specific person, they cannot help you. They really have nothing to offer. They have nothing to give. Like, these are people that are needing help themselves. So they're not going to be able to help you. These are people that are living in survival mode. They may not have money. They could be on the verge of homelessness. So it's just best that you separated yourself from them. It is what it is. But that's a similar theme that's been coming up as well. It's like birds of a feather flock together. So it's like whoever you hang out with is definitely going to affect you energetically. I can tell you that there's been things that I've dealt with in my life that I wasn't dealing with until I met a specific person. And then once I distanced myself away from that person, it no longer became my problem. And it's unfortunate, but oftentimes you will love people and you want to be so loyal to them that you may be holding yourself back just so you can help them catch up with you. But it's hard because some people just want to stay in darkness, or some people just want handouts. They don't want to learn how to fish. They just expect you to fish for them every day. And it's not possible, especially when you have goals and things that you need to accomplish. So it's like, if you keep stopping to help them, you'll realize that you're not putting enough time and energy and dedication into what you're doing. So you pretty much have to cut them off so that you can help yourself. I'm not mad, because that also makes me think about the message and what I said earlier, which is like what you're deciding to do. It's like it's something that they haven't even fathomed to being able to do for themselves, and they can't. Whether they're really experiencing a lack of resources just like you, but you have self-worth, you have value, you understand the value that's within you. So what you immediately have around you is just going to be used to its highest potential. You're not going to sit here and focus on what you don't have. You're just going to make a way. That's something that this person or these people don't have the ability to do. They just don't. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say they don't, but they're choosing not to. Okay. So it is what it is. It's like, if this is somebody that you love, the best thing that you can do is just to, put that relationship on the back burner and do what you have to do. And they can either learn by example, by watching you influencing them, or I don't know what else to say. That's really their only options. But you can't continue to keep engaging with them because you're on the way, and it's only gonna slow you down or hold you back. Stephanie said, it is very unfortunate, but energy carries more than we can see and perceive and even understand. Energy tends to rub off onto people, so choose your crowd carefully. Exactly. Exactly. So what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? Well, it's more so just like, for them, they're just regretting the fact that they didn't learn from you when they had the chance. They're regretting, I think they're more so kind of like kicking themselves. and understanding that there's more that they could have done to kind of keep up with you and to remain in alignment with you and to grow and evolve. I mean, some relationships are like that. You could be, highly evolved, and you may meet someone that isn't necessarily at the same level that you're at, but because they value you so much and they're humble, they actually can learn from you and evolve with you. I mean, that's if there's any relationships that you've been in and that it's still healthy and you've known these people for years, that's kind of what has already been happening. It's like y'all have been evolving and growing together. You may teach your friend something and your friend may teach you something, but y'all love each other, y'all have compassion and care for each other, and you're not trying to hold the other person back. So you're gonna deal with things as it happens, and you're gonna continue to grow, love each other, and evolve with each other. There's a lot of relationships like that, but this specific person in this specific relationship, it wasn't. So unfortunately, they got to get left behind in the dust, and they're feeling it. So I think there's a lot of regret around that, around them just not evolving with you when they had the chance. Yeah, this person is like spiritually weak, like spiritually weak. I don't mean like weak, like, oh, they a weak ass, like they probably could be, but I mean just like spiritually weak. I don't think they're ready to make the changes that are necessary. They're not ready to accept the thoughts that you've accepted in order to go where you're going. Like emotionally, spiritually, energetically, you're very strong. Like you're very strong, like really. Like you really are, like you're so focused and ambitious. Like I think that because what I just heard is what a time to be alive. So I feel like you feel it. You feel it. It's like you're not just, living life. It's like you're alive. you know? It's like your battery is at 100%, like that type of thing. So if we're looking at it like that, your battery being at 100%, this specific person on your mind or these people, it's like their battery is like 20%. It's like, and they're not even charged, they're not even plugged up. So it's like they're really disconnected from the divine, and that's really what they need to do, is reconnect with source. Okay, if they reconnect with source, they'll also experience that, sense of illimitable energy that you have. It's like you just don't stop. And that's something that they're obsessively focusing on. It's like, how is it that you don't stop? How it is that you're still going? How is it that regardless of what you have or what you don't have, it's like it's not stopping you? How is that? Whereas it's with them, it's like they could be in the same financial situation as you, but they're allowing it to determine, their ability to move, to expand, to grow. They're allowing that to determine that. So yeah, spiritually, I feel like they're weak. They're not connected to spirit. And also physically, this could be someone that is feeling really weak and tired. Like they need rest. They need solace. They need a handout. They need help. Like they need support. Like my son would say, you need some milk. Like they need nutrients. They need vitamins. Like, so I think this person could also be dealing with something physically, like some type of physical health concern. Like they're just tired, they're exhausted. For some of you, because I don't really be reading for health, but I'm also picking up like fibromyalgia, or they could just be experiencing some type of pain in their body. If you all have experienced that, please, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but it's like this person is just tired. It's just, I don't even want to say they're lazy. Like they're actually tired. Like they're actually exhausted. So yeah, they need something. They probably need to go see a doctor. But I also feel like it just stems from their disconnection from spirit. I feel like if they connected with the divine, then they would get the energy or the jump start that they need to kind of get things back on track for their life. So that's it, Libra. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next air sign, which is Gemini, that I have here. I hope you all are enjoying the live. The playback will be available, and I'll also edit the timestamps in. So just give me a second. I always do that, because it's nothing worse than going to watching a live reading, and it's just like, dang, like which side is when? Like it sucks. It sucks. Like, so yeah, shout out to those people that will definitely tag the timestamps. But I always like to make sure that I do it myself. Gemini, your timestamp is gonna be 1:05:30, just so I can get something to drink. I'm thirsty. You're welcome, Stephanie. All right, I have a couple more seconds and then we'll get started with Gemini. Sometimes I have to refresh my lip gloss because it be looking weird sometimes, just because I talk a lot. Thank you. Shout out to the moderators in the chat. We go ahead and put some streamers for the moderators. Thank you so much for being here. You could be doing anything, but you are here tuning in with me. So y'all see those streamers? That's for y'all. All right. Gemini, let me go ahead and get started. Sorry. A couple seconds late. Let's get started, okay? What about you are they obsessively focusing on? They can be any specific person on your mind or a group of people. Okay, it could be your coworkers, haters, love interests, exes, friends, family. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, okay, yeah, Gemini, it seemed like you being very blunt. Are we still in Gemini season, right? So it seemed like you could be very blunt. Okay, you could be very blunt, just willing to really speak on things that most people wouldn't dare speak on. So yeah, if there's some bullshit going on around you, it's like you're not going to hold yourself back from speaking the truth, or bringing clarity to confusion. And you're just doing it in the most funny and petty and blunt ways. So I think you feeling yourself, Gemini. Gemini, you feeling yourself, okay? You're feeling yourself, and it's definitely evident in just how you're speaking. And that's what people are focusing on. So are you hurting somebody's feelings with your pettiness? I'm not going to call it petty. Yo, I have a Gemini moon, so this shit funny to me. Like, it's funny. Like, it's funny. So you could just be very playful, just very happy right now. Like, you're just in a good energy. And you're not really afraid to just, speak up, not even for yourself, but just speaking up for other people. What I heard was the underdog. So it's like you're not appreciating if anyone is being made to feel bad about themselves, or if someone is trying to oppress another person. It's like you're going to speak up and say what you have to say, and you're not holding back. Because what I just heard and saw, I don't know if y'all used to watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, this is a throwback. This is when Sheree Whitfield was sitting in that conference room with that man, and she said, "And who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me?" Like, that's pretty much your energy right now, Gemini. Like, who's gonna check you? Who's gonna check you? I feel like you are understanding that you are an individual, you are sovereign, and you have the right to speak up for yourself. And this is not even just about you having to advocate for yourself. It's like you're just speaking your thoughts. So I feel like your thoughts are very like unfiltered right now. Like, and I'm not saying that you don't have tact, because I definitely feel like the truth that you're speaking is needed. Okay, I feel like it's needed. I don't think you're just going around hurting people's feelings, but I just feel like you're not living in delusional la la land. You're very much living in reality. So you're going to call things out for what it is. You're very communicative right now. So if someone doesn't want to hear what you have to say, don't ask. Don't even come around, because that's just the energy that you're in right now. Don't ask. Like, don't try me today. Got a whole lot to say. That's the energy, Gemini. So, yo, yeah, you very spicy right now. Okay. You spicy right now. Lie Unique say, yes, ma'am. Stephanie said, yes, it's Gemini season. Y'all very spicy right now. Okay. So it's just, it's, look, if they don't want to hear it, don't ask questions. Okay. Don't ask you anything. Don't ask how you feel about something. Don't ask about your thoughts. Don't ask, like I said, don't even be around. But yeah, you know, the crazy thing is that the person on your mind, even though they may not like it, they appreciate that. Oh, thank you, mic drop. Hey. Thank you so much, Lie Unique. Thank you so much. Um, I don't know why. Oh, that's just a notification. Okay, because I thought it removed you from being a standard moderator. Okay, I'm tripping. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, it's crazy because it's like the specific person on your mind, like even though even though they may not want to hear it, they appreciate it. That's like, this quality about you isn't something that they get from other people. This truth that you speak, how candid that you are, how blunt that you are, it's like they don't get that from other people. So they respect that and they value it. It's like you're this irreplaceable gem and diamond in their life. And it does not matter who they connect with. It doesn't matter, you know, who they talk to. It's like they will always remember just how candid that you are. Okay, so it makes you very irreplaceable. It's not really too many people that they meet that are like you. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yo, that's crazy. I think that the person on your mind, Gemini, look, this is for some of y'all. If this was like a love interest, someone that you dated, if this was an ex, someone you was in a situationship with that you was messing with, is like they're understanding that it might just be time up for them. So that could have been something that you recently said to this person that they're focusing on, is like how spicy you must have told them, like, look, we're either doing this or we're not. Or you may have told them, like, look, you're not what I want. You're not what I need. I'm moving on. I'm going to talk to somebody else. Like, you may have been very blunt about what your next actions are, as far as leaving this person behind in the dust or separating from this person, or telling them that you have a limited amount of time to connect. For some of you, you might have told this person, like, look, you get one night only. And I'm off to the next. Like, look, so if that's how you live, that's how you live. But I feel like you're very, you know, honest about what it is that you want, what you're desiring, what you're requesting, especially from the specific person, and they either get on board or not. So yeah, right now you're just really exercising your sovereignty. Like, and it is what it is. It's like they're either gonna give you what you want, give you what you desire, or that's it. So good for you, just being very like blunt and honest about what it is that you need, what you want, what you're looking for. And it's the truth. So nobody can argue with it. It's in alignment with your authenticity. And you're being very genuine as you're speaking these words. So I think that in general, this is something that people can't get anywhere else. They can't get this anywhere else. Like, some people like to mince their words, they like to people please. That's just not what you're on. So that's just what they're obsessively focusing on right now. I feel like this has a lot to do with a conversation that you had and what you communicated, and just how blunt, how honest, how candid it is, or it was. All right, so why are they obsessed? Stephanie says spicy. Yeah, that's, yeah, it's a personality type. Why are they obsessed? Well, I mean, I did speak a bit about that, but let's just get some confirmations with the tarot. Yo, Gemini, y'all reading is so funny. Like, yeah, yes, yep, yeah. I think you told someone that they had to either get with you or get lost. Like, not on some highly conflictual my way or the highway type of thing. I just feel like you just broke things down as it is. You may have even told this person, if this is dating, like they were either gonna come with you, or I don't know what. Like, we're either gonna push this connection forward, we're either gonna go this way, we're gonna do this thing. They can either come with you or not. I don't feel like you're forcing people, like I said, or like bullying people, or like trying to be intimidating, kind of like that Five of Swords energy. It's like I'm not really picking up on that. I just feel like you're pretty much just like literally laying the cards out on the table. You're being very honest. Like I think you're also speaking up, telling people what you, like I said, what you desire, what you want, where you're trying to go. But yeah, people are obsessed. If it's a group of people, they're just obsessed because it's like you're making quick decisions. Like you're progressing quickly. Like you're moving fast. So you also could be in that like Knight of Swords energy as well. But it's not so like chaotic, because sometimes the Knight of Swords energy could be like that, or it could be very like aggressive with communications. I just feel like you're focused, like you know what you want, you know where you're going, and you either coming with me or not. Like I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, in the case of if this is someone that you dealt with romantically or intimately, is like it's pretty much whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Like, are you signing up? This is my program. Are you signing up for the program or not? Like, that's a very adult thing to do. It's like you're not trying to coerce, you're not manipulating. It is what it is. I just feel like for you, you're tired of things moving slowly. I think you're ready for momentum. You're ready for things to grow in your life. You're growing, okay? Because for you to get to the point where you could say what you gotta say and not give a F about what people have to say about it, or what the potential backlash that you'll get in return. And I don't get that you're being rude. I really don't. I feel like you're speaking the truth. So it's just like, to get to that point is like you're unstoppable. Because there's a lot of people that, are too, like I said earlier, they're too busy trying to people please. They're too busy holding their desires back in favor of other people. And no, you're not doing that anymore. So yeah, this specific person is obsessed because it's like they're so busy waiting and looking and assessing, and you're tired of that. You're tired of waiting and assessing and pruning and, you know, putting things into structure and order. Like, you just don't care. It's like you're gonna say what you gotta say. You're gonna go where you want to go. It's like the shit gonna work out or not. So I think you're in the energy of really wanting to like take risks and move forward. But you just understand, even in general, it's like you can't stay where you are in life. You have to move forward. And yeah, so this person or these people, they're just not as quick moving as you are. Okay. And I also feel like they need proof, they need facts in order to do things. You could be operating off of your intuition, and that's something that they don't understand. You could definitely be channeling and telling them a lot of things, and they're just kind of looking like, how is it that you know that? Like. So I just feel like you're savage right now. Okay. You're savage. It could come off as a bit unpredictable for them. But I know where you're at. I get you. I get you. So yeah, that's pretty much why they're obsessed. I just think that these are people who are a bit risk averse. So even if we just weren't looking at it as far as like with dating and romantic, your romantic life, if it's like, your family or your friends, maybe there's some type of like creative project that you want to make headway on, okay? Or maybe you want to travel, and these people need to wait for this. You know how some people be like, oh, I would travel, but I don't want to get on planes because, Trump is doing a lot. It's like, what? So you're going to wait for Trump to not act up just so you could get on a plane? It's like, that guy been acting up. It's not changing. So you're going to let somebody in their usual patterns and habits and behaviors block and stop you from doing what you want to do? So that's just an example. Some of y'all probably want to travel. You want to get out there. You want to do things, but you're waiting on other people because they're waiting on their circumstance or situation to change, or they want to see that something is successful before they make the decision to do it. It's like, you don't got time for that. Okay. You're not being held back because of any type of perceived limitation. Okay. So that's just kind of what's going on with you, Gemini. Like, what are we waiting for? Like, that's kind of the question that you would be asking. Like, what are we waiting for? What are you waiting for? Like, I'm not waiting for shit. Like, that's your energy, Gemini. So hey, like, yeah, it's like the people that you're around, or this specific person, is like they're always waiting for something to materialize or for something to be perfect or put into place. And it's just like, when is it ever going to be the perfect or the right time to do anything? You just got to take the leap. Okay, so what are the harsh emotions? What are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? Hold on for 1 second, y'all. I think this might be the maintenance here to fix the air conditioning. Hold on. All right. So it's not the maintenance. Fix the conditioning. Yeah. Maybe something paranormal happening, but yeah, it wasn't. I thought it was them because um the air conditioning, like the system or the whatever that is back there, it I think it's down. So they have to come replace the entire like actual unit. So for now they just gave us like one of those air conditioners that you like set up in the window. But since my door is open, it's like the cool air is coming into my room. But they were supposed to fix the air conditioning yesterday, so I thought they came in today because they be letting themselves in. But yeah, that shit was weird. Okay, so let's get back into Gemini's reading. What are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? I just think it's just your courage. I was about to say your courageness. It's like the courage that you embody as it relates to being able to speak and communicate your truth and what you actually desire. Um, I also heard what you see is what you get. So I feel like you're very vulnerable in that way as well. Not weak, but you have no issues with like being transparent. And I think that that's something that you are valued for is your like transparency. It's like if you're mad, you're going to be mad or you're going to express that you're mad. If you're sad, you can express sadness. There really is no arrogance or ego attached to you being vulnerable. If you make a mistake, you made a mistake. And that's probably why you don't care about taking steps and moving forward in your life because you understand that mistakes happen. But in order for you to get what you want, you can't sit still. You have to actually, move. So, yeah, that's the harsh emotions associated with this obsession is like they want to be as open as you. And for others of you, you could also be like vulnerability. I feel like even extends to like your physical appearance. You may not be afraid to like show skin or to show your body. Okay, it's summertime. So regardless of what your size is, it's like you're not afraid to show your skin. Like you're not afraid to, wear the type of clothes that you want to wear. You're feeling very sexy. You feeling very sexy. You feeling very attractive. So you're just embodying another level of confidence, similar to another sign that I read for before. I don't know if it might have been Capricorn. So you should go back and listen to Capricorn's reading, Gemini. You should go back and listen to that. But yeah, so that's a harsh emotion associated with this obsession. Whoever you're asking about may not feel as attractive as you are. That's just random. They may not be feeling as attractive as you are. They may see themselves as ugly or unattractive. But like regardless of how you look like in the face, okay, you're confident with your body. That's something I'm picking up here as well. So that's hilarious. But Gemini, I think that's it for you. Sorry about that. That disturbance kind of, messed my head up for a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the reading right here. If this is a romantic option, it's like they know that you look good. So they already know that, you could definitely move on. So if they missed their opportunity and chance with you, it is what it is. You're moving on to the next. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and move on to Aquarius. And then after Aquarius, we have the water signs and the fire signs. So y'all can let me know which sign you would like me to get started with after Aquarius. Yeah, they don't like hearing the truth, but the truth will set you free. Okay? The truth will definitely set you free. All right. Just in case, let me charge this phone that I'm streaming with. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, Aquarius, I'm gonna put your timestamp down for one. Let's just do 126. All right, Aquarius. What about you are they obsessively focusing on? They could be a specific person or even a group of people, friends, family, exes, potential love interests, haters, co-workers. It's up to you. Okay. Okay, so Aquarius, it seems like you are creating something. Okay, you're being very innovative. You're taking something that was already established, but you're putting your own creative twist on it and making it better. Oh. Okay, so Aquarius, I feel like people are expecting you to take some type of handout. Okay, people are expecting you to take some type of handout. I feel like you are very resourceful as well, similar to the other signs. Like you can utilize help, but I don't really think at this point in time in your life or in this phase or cycle that you really need help. I just feel like this person on your mind or the people around you may be using that need for help against you. You know how it is sometimes with people, they just want to say that they were a part of something that you did, or they just want to say that, like, oh, I did this one thing for Aquarius, so because I did that one thing, if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have this or they wouldn't have that. So I just feel like you are not in the place right now where you want to attribute your success towards anybody. It's like you just kind of want to attribute it towards yourself because you know that you put in the work. I don't think you're looking for handouts. You're not looking for help. You're not really looking for support. I think you're taking on a lot of things on your own. So it seems like you may not be able to really trust this specific person or these specific people that's on your mind. You may not feel like you can trust them. You feel like they would use any type of support and assistance that they gave you against you. Um, and I also feel like you're realizing that they can't really help you. I think that you are focusing on, like I said, being very innovative, like taking something, like I said, that was already established and you're putting your own twist on it. Yeah, I think you're also being very future forward as well. So let's say you're an entrepreneur or something. There could be like a product that's out on the market or some type of app that's on the market, and it's like you may want to take that and make it better. Okay, like, so I think you're just trying to like find your own unique what is it that I want to say, what is it that we say, your own unique, feel like it's like value, like what you can provide. Like you want it to be unique, you want it to be different, you want it to be your edge. So I think you're doing something cutting edge. And it could even be, the way that you raise your kids or something, or the type of family dynamic that you have, a relationship dynamic. Maybe you just want to do something that's a bit unconventional, that's, not typical, something that a lot of people haven't seen before. Um, and you want to do it your way. So it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing, you just want to do it your way. And you don't really need anybody's opinions. You don't need their help. You don't need their support. You don't need any of it. In many ways, I feel like you think it could potentially limit you. Or, like I said, people would try to attribute your success to them. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Like, I've heard that a couple of different times, like, oh, well, you wouldn't be this person without me type shit. And it's just like, I wouldn't be me without God. Like, what do you talk about? Like, some people really be on that shit. Like, because they don't really understand that if they're genuinely doing something for you, it's because the divine is pushing them to do something for you. Like, because in this life, you don't have to do shit for anybody. But if you do things for other people, kind things, good things, generous things, like, that's really, the divine working through you. So that's just what I learned. Like, nobody has to do anything for you. So if anybody does something for you and it's nice and it's good and it's, an asset to your life, then, like, you know, that's good. That's good. It's from the kindness of that person's heart. But yeah, I just don't think that you're looking for any handouts. I think you want to make your own way. And I also feel like you like revel in that. Cause I also heard that song by Drake, like, started from the bottom, now we're here. Like, it's, so like there's something it does for you. It gives you a sense of pride to know that, like, you started from nothing and you became something. And it's not to say that there won't be helpful people along the way, but you're not walking around with your hand out expecting somebody to do something for you. Okay? You're not expecting handouts. So, comment to what, a lot of people say over here in the United States is like, you pulled yourself up by the bootstraps. Okay? A lot of people say that. So, it seems like there's something that you're doing, but you want to do it your own way. You're being very innovative about the process. You want to be creative about it. You don't want to follow in the same footsteps as other people. Okay. Now, the one thing I will say, Aquarius, is like, when things get too hard, always understand that you don't necessarily have to, like, reinvent the wheel. Okay. Like, anything that you want to do, there has been someone that has done it. You just have to study that person and, just study the steps that they took. Because within everything you do, there's going to be a science to doing it. There's going to be a science. So, sometimes we don't really have to reinvent the wheel because it kind of makes things a bit more stressful. But I get it. You want to do things your way. So I can't tell you what to do. It is what it is. But see, the thing too is you have the confidence in being able to, like, fulfill all of the wishes that's within your heart. It's like you really have the confidence to do it. And you have the intelligence to do it as well. So yeah. Yeah. Like, why are they obsessed? Well, there's a lot of focus on yourself. Okay. There's a lot of focus on yourself right now. I think that you're pretty much locking in, you're paying a lot of attention to yourself and to what you're nurturing. So if it's your family, maybe you want to have a different type of family dynamic. Okay. Like, some people find stability from having a house, a picket fence, all of that shit, but maybe you want to pack your family in a camper and move around the world or some shit, or like drive all across the United States or whichever country that you live in. Maybe that's what you want to do. So it's like you're still raising your kids, you're still, having your family, but you're just doing it in a different way. So yeah, I just think that this specific person or these individuals are obsessed because it's like you're putting a lot of energy into, like, what is directly in front of you. And you're focusing on yourself. You're nurturing what is in front of you. So you may not be giving them the same amount of specialized attention that you used to in the past. Okay. You may not have been doing that. But you're too busy making your own way. You're too busy pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. Okay. Like, you're in the trenches right now. You're starting from the bottom, the proverbial bottom. Okay. Like, that's where you're starting from. So I think that you're putting a lot of time and energy into yourself, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. So this may have been someone, if it's someone that you were romantically involved with, you may not be focusing on them anymore. Maybe you're focusing on yourself and your own pleasure. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Okay, like yeah, if it was someone that you was intimate with, maybe you're doing something different. Okay, hint, hint, wink, wink. Okay, you're pleasuring yourself. So I just feel like a lot of the loving energy, the compassionate energy that you used to give out to others, it's like you're giving it to yourself. You're not asking anybody for support. This may even be someone that you used to go to for help. You used to go ask them questions. Um, Maybe you needed, emotional support. Now you don't need their support anymore. You're counseling yourself. Okay, like you're healing yourself. Um, so yeah, that's different. I just think you're doing something different. I don't want to say it has to be completely unconventional. It's just not the norm for you. Okay, it's not the norm for you, but it's not like, something that, like I said, that other people have not done. It's just not what you have typically done. So yeah, that's why they're obsessed. You're doing things differently, and you're pouring a lot of your time, attention, energy, love into yourself, um, as opposed to them. All right, go ahead, lie unique. I hope you have a good work day. Don't let them people stress you out. Okay, if you're working with others, if you're working by yourself, of course, take it easy. Okay. But yeah, yeah, you all may just be kind of like disappointing and letting people down because you're reprioritizing. So yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like that. It's like when you focus on yourself and you give yourself the love and the acceptance and the empathy, compassion that you need, the kindness that you need, it's like you stop pretty much validating other people. So I think, unbeknownst to you, whoever's on your mind, they held some type of place of importance in your life where they felt like, oh, I mean, and this doesn't mean that this person has to be a bad person, but they felt like they were responsible for you, or, they were responsible for your success. Um, and it's like now that you're pouring a lot of time, energy, attention into yourself, it's like they can't say that anymore. They can't say that they're responsible for your success because it's all on you. So I think you're also being very like emotionally self-reliant. So they're just obsessed with how you're doing things differently, how different that you're becoming. Like you don't really need them as much as maybe you used to lean on these people. You don't need them, and they're disappointed because they feel like they have no place in your life. um yeah, they feel like they have no place in your life, like that there really isn't much that you need them for anymore. So I mean, I don't know, like it is what it is. I think they should stop internalizing this and just understand that you're growing, and you're becoming more independent. So they should be okay with that. But yeah, they feel like they have no place in your life anymore. All right, so what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? Yeah. Let me get some more information. Okay, yeah. Um, I feel like it just is pretty much confirming what I've already said. As far as like them not having a place in your life, or just not being able to be in the same role or play the same role or play the same position that they used to. It seems like this is someone who felt like I said they were responsible for supporting you, but you don't really need that same level of support anymore. Um, this is someone who may have made themselves like they might have like parentified themselves. It's like if this is your mom, then it makes sense. Okay, if this is your mom, Aquarius, it makes sense that this person would feel like they don't have a place in your life anymore because now you're developing independence all the way around. Okay, so it's like this person is used to you probably being unsure and uncertain about things. This person is used to you maybe having unrealistic expectations and them feeling like they need to ground you, into reality. um this person is used to you making mistakes, not being able to see your way through things. But I just feel like, things are changing for you. where it's like you're growing up yourself. So you all may now be parents. You may now have your own family, like I said before. So you're making the best choices and decisions that you need to make for you and yours. So yeah, the harsh emotions associated with this obsession is like now they don't have you to now they can't attribute your success to them. Now they don't have you to parent anymore. Now they don't have that same position in your life, like, and they just don't know how to handle it. I think whoever this is, they need to go find something else to do. It's just what it seems like. It seems like they now need to find something else to do. And for some of you, this could even borderline on control and like manipulation. It's like now they need to go find somebody else to control. Now they need to go find somebody else to manipulate. They may just need to go mentor somebody else. Like maybe that's just what they need to do. Or they need to go focus on their own life. But that's kind of like the harsh emotions that's associated with this obsession. They can't work on you anymore. They can't control you. They can't guide you. They can't do any of those things. Like they need to go find something else to do. And they're having a difficult time with being able to do that. But yeah, Aquarius, let me go ahead and move on to the next sign. I hope y'all enjoyed this reading. I hope it made sense. But yeah, it's just interesting. The messages that are coming out is definitely interesting. Like, yeah, I just think like a huge part of this person's identity was being able to say that they were a helpful person, or that they were a supportive person, or that they did this for you, or they did that for you. And it's like, I'm not saying it in a way in which it means that this was like an evil person, but it's just like they gotta move on. It's like you're grown, you're doing things your way now. Hey, Bria. Oh, is it your birthday today? Bria, is it your birthday? Happy birthday. If it's your birthday, like, let me go ahead and put some streamers in the chat. You see those streamers? That's for you, Bria. So yeah, everyone, if you're in the chat, just definitely make sure that you put some streamers in the chat for Bria and tell her happy birthday. It's nice to see you. I miss you as well. Okay, I miss you as well. I am back. I just waited for the school year to end. And now that the school year has ended, I can spend more time online and just posting more readings and reconnecting with you all here on this platform. So I'm excited. So I've already done the air and earth signs, and now I'm about to move on to either fire or water. I'm going to give you all a second to decide which sign that I should move on to within those elements, fire and water, because I've already done earth and air. So I'm gonna give y'all a second. I'm gonna go put my smoothie in the refrigerator, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I am back. Since no one has decided, I'm just gonna start with the fire signs. So I'll do fire, starting with Sagittarius. So we'll start with the Sagittarius. Sagittarius, your timestamp is gonna be 1:46:15. Thank you so much, Stephanie. All right, Sagittarius. Okay, so what about you are they obsessively focusing on? They can be a specific person on your mind or even a group of people. Like as I've been reading, I'll just switch back and forth. You know. Okay, so this is pretty much in alignment with you. Yeah, but this is hilarious. Let's see what your oh. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, so Sagittarius, I believe that the person or the people that you are asking about, it could have been like a past lover. You could be thinking about like a past romantic connection that you had. But it's not like a good and favorable connection to be a part of. I think that you're asking about someone that may have put you in some type of like third party relationship. They may have put you in some type of love triangle, or you all may have been in a love triangle. Maybe it's something that you were facilitating. But yeah, you're thinking about someone who they're obsessively focusing on you deciding to remove yourself from a love triangle or speaking out about it. That's what they're talking about. And that's what they're thinking about. Yeah, that's what they're focusing on. So I think there was a relationship. Yeah, there was a relationship that you decided to end. Okay, so you decided to end that. You decided to transition out of that relationship. And you pretty much decided to leave it behind. That's really not something that you feel like you deserve. You don't think that it's for your highest good. You feel like the situation is just toxic in general. So you've pretty much decided to just leave it. Like it's very clear here. So yeah, they're pretty much focusing on your ability to just leave something behind, in which you may have had a lot of love for this person. There may have been a lot of chemistry here. You may have had a lot of intimacy. Okay, may have been a lot of intimacy, you know, sexual chemistry and compatibility. But despite those things, there was a lot of drama here. You feel like three is a crowd. You feel like the best thing for you to do is to be independent. Like why even keep yourself in a situation that is not beneficial when you could just have your person. This may have also been like a poly situation that you just really got tired of and you just didn't want to be a part of it. So instead of you being in a three-way relationship or however many ways, you would rather be in a connection with, you know, one specific person. Yeah, it's just not a relationship dynamic that you are agreeing to anymore. You're rebelling for your own sense of self-respect. You're realizing that the person that you was connecting with or connecting to didn't really respect you. They didn't really honor you. So what they were doing was very dishonorable, and you don't care. You know, y'all were, yo, you really don't, yo. Yo, this is funny. It's like you really don't care because you know who you are. Okay, you know that you are favored in other environments. You all may be trying to work on your self-esteem right now and your confidence, realizing that this relationship definitely took a hit to how you feel about yourself. So the best thing for you to do is to separate yourself from this person or from these types of relationship dynamics, because you don't have to be a part of it. It's like you're trying to see yourself as like a certified it boy or it girl, where it's like you can get anything that you like, or you could be anywhere that you like, or be with, you could be a part of any environments that you want to be a part of, or any communities. You don't have to keep yourself in this specific relationship with this person. So yeah, y'all could be learning from your Leo brothers and sisters. The Sagittarius could definitely be learning from their Leo brothers and sisters, and understanding that you don't have to take what's less than. You don't have to settle for crumbs. You don't have to participate and engage with things that are beneath you. So you don't have to do that. So yeah, it's pretty much you deciding to go be independent. I also heard that again, whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Okay, so you don't have to, beg for breadcrumbs. You don't have to keep yourself in a relationship that is less than. So yeah, you decided to leave it. Now for the Sagittarius that have for the Sagittarius that have decided to put yourself out there, and let's say like you're just looking for the one right now, you're just understanding that you don't have to accept anybody just because, like, you are choosing for yourself now. You're choosing. So maybe some of you were in a relationship that, even if it was just with one person, and you're realizing like this is not the relationship for me. So I think that you are remembering yourself. I think that you being a part of this relationship, regardless of if it was a third party or not, it just wasn't really bringing out the best in you. Regardless of where you are within this reading or within the storylines, it's like you're regaining your confidence. You really are. Like, I think that you also experienced a hit to like your physical appearance as well. So you all may not have been taking care of yourself, like not doing your hair. If you're a woman and you like to do your makeup, like maybe you wasn't doing your makeup for some time, you weren't doing your, like beauty, self-care routines. Some of y'all wasn't really going to the gym. Like this relationship, regardless of if you were in a poly situation and you didn't like it, or if you were in a relationship with one person and now you just kind of want to put yourself out there and get to know other people, is like it was taking you were experiencing like a dramatic hit to like your physical appearance. You all may have gained a lot of weight, you may have dropped a lot of weight, and just to keep it short, is like you look in a mirror, you weren't really satisfied with what you were seeing, because this situation was turning you into somebody that you're not, and it was definitely affecting your physical appearance. So it's like you're realizing now that like, nah, this has to end, because I'm deteriorating. Okay, you may feel like you're deteriorating or just not taking care of yourself. So that's definitely changing for you as well. So I just think that this specific person that you're leaving behind is just obsessively focusing on how like rebellious that you're being, and to them it may come off as you being disrespectful because you're not going along with the program anymore, regardless of how much chemistry or how many moments that y'all spent together, or the nostalgia that people want to like draw you back into. It's like pretty much just saying like F all of that. Like, I'm remembering who I am, I'm gaining my confidence again. I experienced a hit to my self-esteem. You may have been feeling very insecure, but so now you're actually doing something about it. So yeah, I think the rebellion is just coming from you being able to remember who you are, and not what the situation made you, or what your connection to this person made you, if that makes sense. Okay, so why are they obsessed? Well, because you're ending this relationship. That's why they're obsessed. Hey Paula. But I'm gonna get some confirmations with the tarot. Yeah, I think that you are getting out of this chaotic relationship, and you're deciding to invite more peace and calm into your life. I just think that you being a part of this situation, whether it was a third party that went bad, or you all that are trying to open yourself up to getting to know more people now after being in a limited or restricted relationship, is like you're just trying to connect with others, or even connecting with yourself, just living more of a tranquil like lifestyle. I think that this was a bit too chaotic. I feel like you experienced a lot of like highs and lows. I just heard Vivian Green. Oh, sorry, y'all. I think the live cut out for a bit. But I just heard Vivian Green's Emotional Roller Coaster. So you should go listen to that song. So this may have been one of those relationships that took you high, it took you low. I also heard Pilot Jones by Frank Ocean. So you should go listen to Pilot Jones as well. So this was just one of those emotionally chaotic situations. And I just feel like for you, you had to take yourself out of that environment so that you could just focus on having a more peaceful and emotionally regulated life or stable life. um so yeah, I feel like moving forward, you're just going to be trying to connect with people that are, not necessarily the same as you, but they want the same things fundamentally. Okay, so I think that you are definitely someone who admires diversity, like you admire people being different. I don't think you want someone that is the same as you, but like I said, they fundamentally want the same things as you, or the things that you find important in life, they find important as well, especially if you're someone who values like monoamorous relationships or monogamy eventually, if you decide to get married. If that's you, then you'll be able to meet someone that could be a bit different than you. They may have a different ethnic background than you. They may live in a different place than you, but they have the same values. They hold the same values and beliefs system and ideologies as you, so it's gonna work. um but yeah, if you all were the troublemakers here, if you all were the troublemakers that started this third party situation, and it ended for you, I think you're pretty much learning a lesson as well. I think that you're taking a step back to more so focus on yourself, and what truly actually makes you happy, as opposed to creating like chaotic and dramatic relationships. um so yeah, that's for you all that were little mischievous troublemakers trying to be sneaky. um but yeah, this is what they're obsessively focusing on. I think this is someone who had a hold on you, a grip on you, but now they really don't, because it seems like you've taken a step back and you're making decisions that you wouldn't typically make, which definitely affect the ability for that type of relationship dynamic to sustain itself. Thank you, Paula. Thank you so much for sending me a star. Um, okay, so what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? What are the harsh emotions? Uh, yo. I don't even know if there are any emotions associated with this, but I'm just gonna tell you like the truth of who this person is that may have put you in this type of situation. Like, this is definitely one of those fake ass people that mimic emotions, but they don't really have any. Like, they don't have empathy to give. They're pretty much toxic and they're okay with being toxic. Um, I don't think this is someone that has a sense of like self awareness, so they're definitely lacking self awareness. um I think it's good for you, especially if you remove yourself out of this third party relationship. It's good that you did that, because whomever you were dealing with, they would have only just continued to keep this going. Like, they have issues with change. Like, this person is very much it is what it is type of person. Like, this is what's going on, it is what it is. You either engage with this or not. But I feel like they were banking on your continuous engagement. But since you decided to rebel and you said, no, this is not my place, this is not the position that I'm in, this is not who I am going to be in your reality, for them, it's like, yeah, they may feel some type of way about it. They're still obsessed with the fact that you left, but they're not changing. They're not gonna change. So you did the best thing that you could do for yourself. Like, most people that act like this, they exhibit like really high narcissistic tendencies. So you very much could have been dealing with somebody that's on that spectrum, okay, of NPD. Um, but yeah, I think it's more so harsh emotions for you. And it's just you understanding that, the type of relationship that you have with them, regardless of the chemistry that you may have had, is like, it may have just all been fabricated. It may not have necessarily been real. So I think you're trying your best to like ground yourself and focus on what is real, like what is really actually happening, as opposed to like fantasy and projections, in a sense of ungroundedness that you've been, operating under. Like I really feel like this is you just getting off of that, like I said, that roller coaster, that proverbial roller coaster of highs and lows, and just deciding to remove yourself, to ground yourself, and to just be based in reality, as opposed to some type of delusional fairy tale la la land. So I feel like that's what's going on with you. This could be someone that you left behind in the dust, like an ex, or you may have just left this person behind recently. But yeah, this is a love interest from the past, someone that you used to you used to do some things with this person. Okay, you used to do some things, but you don't do those things anymore. But yeah, I'm just kind of getting like parasite, like succubus, incubus type of energy from whoever this is. It's like they don't really have anything to give. They don't have any love to give, any care, any compassion to give. They really don't. So it could be that this person is understanding that for themselves. So they may have some level of, self-awareness. But I feel like it's more so harsh for you, or maybe you're at a place in your healing in which you kind of understand this, so it's not triggering. But for some of y'all, it could be triggering to understand that like this is just how this person is. They're not changing. They don't have any empathy, love, care, compassion to give. So you, unfortunately, was spending your time with someone who just was never gonna really give you what you wanted, what you needed, what you were looking for, and it wasn't gonna come from a genuine place. All of the memories that you had with them could have just been fabricated and based in lies. So that's just something that you have to resolve. It may have been very real to you, because it was really happening, but it was just pretty much a moment for them. But all right, Sagittarius, I'm going to go ahead and move on. You have a narc from the past that is obsessing over you. That's what they're obsessively focusing on, the fact that you left. But if you created this situation, look, stop doing that. Like, stop doing that. Okay? Stop doing it. I probably should have read more so for the people that did create the situation. But look, take what resonates and leave what does not. All right, let's move on to Leo. Leo, your timestamp is going to be 2:04, so I can get a sip of water. After Leo, we'll do Aries, and then we'll move on to the water signs. Oh, thank you, Paula. Paula said, girl, you precious. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, Leo, let's get started. All right, so Leo, what about you are they obsessively focusing on? What about you? They could be anybody on your mind, a specific person, or a group of people. Let me shuffle this deck better. Like, I've been using it, so let me shuffle this. Okay, so Leo, the person on your mind is obsessively focusing on your glow up. Okay, they're obsessively focusing on your glow up and your ability to change. Yeah, I think because what I just heard was I'm moving fast. So you could be making a lot of like quick changes, but they're very important changes, if that makes sense. I'm gonna get some more information with this oracle deck, and then we'll keep it pushing. But yeah, I think that you all are experiencing some type of glow up, and people are questioning how it is that you're doing it. Like, how is it that you're doing it? I also feel like you're not taking life so seriously. So you could be making some serious life changes, but it's not like dramatically affecting your personality in a negative way. So I think that you're welcoming in the change and transition. Like you're welcoming it because you know that it's only going to make you a better person, or you're only going to be getting more into alignment with your higher self, or you're only going to be accomplishing great things, bringing positivity into your life. So I just feel like you are making serious changes, but you're also having fun. You know, you're enjoying the journey. Every step that you're taking is like you're enjoying those moments, as opposed to like feeling like the universe has to drag you into making changes. So I don't think you're experiencing too many tower moments. I don't. I feel like if it's tower moments that's happening, it's more so for the other people that can't benefit off of your vibration anymore, because you're somewhere else. Okay, so they can't benefit off of the relationships that they used to have with you, or the way in which they used to relate to you. They can't, like, you don't fit their agendas anymore because you're somewhere else. Okay, like you really are, you're off in the ethers. So they can't really benefit off of how you used to be, or um how you used to show up for them. They can't. Okay, they can't use you for any of their agendas, or if they had bad or negative intentions for you, it's like those intentions just fall by the wayside because they can't stick. It's like your vibration, your frequency is increasing, like you're changing too much for these people for them to be able to keep up with you. But you're having fun with it too. That's the thing. You're having fun. Like some people are not accepting of change. It's like every time something changes, they always have something negative to say, or they always have to complain about something. It's like I feel like you're lovingly accepting the changes that are happening to your life, and you could be changing in multiple areas of your life. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The people or this person that is obsessively focusing on you, you used to be bonded to this person. Like y'all used to have some type of trauma bond, whether y'all bonded over like pain and trauma that was like happening to you or happened to you in your past, or if it was a different type of trauma bond, which is most common in like abusive relationships. Okay, where it's like the abusive person will hurt you, and then what is it that they try to do? They hurt you, and then they it's just that cycle of like abuse and reconciliation is like it's just like they're reinforcing some type of like control or dominance in your life. Like, because what I also heard was in Weak by SWV, when she said the cause and cure is you. Like that's kind of like what a trauma bond is in the like abusive type of relationship, where it's like pain and reinforcement and reconciliation, and it's just like this weird ass toxic ass cycle. So whoever you're asking about is like, I think that you were in a weird traumatic toxic narcissistic and even a codependent relationship with this person, or this was just someone that maybe you and this person were both codependent, but y'all were leaning on each other because you were experiencing some type of like mutually traumatic event. So yeah, Stephanie said they play the victim, and sure do. Okay, and sure do. So I just think that whoever you're focusing on, you have pretty much like increased your vibrational frequency, so you're not experiencing that same harshness or chaos or pain or sadness or depression. It's like you're not experiencing those same emotions, so you're literally not there anymore. So yeah, this is definitely someone I feel like that you have cut the cords of attachment with, and that's what they're focusing on. It's like, how did you do it? Like, how did you not only did you move on, not only did you cut these cords, not only did you uncross yourself from this energy, but it's like it's not weighing on you. It's not weighing on you. Your life still moves on. You're still enjoying life. Like, how is it? So for you, I don't think you're experiencing, like I said, too many tower moments, because I think you're just allowing spirit to guide you, and you're just being obedient to the downloads that you're receiving. So it's not like a tower moment has to come in, whether it's the tower or whether it's judgment. I mean, if you experience any tower moment, it would have been a moment of judgment in which you realize that, if you were tired of dealing with the same stuff, or you didn't want to deal with this type of relationship, then the best thing that you could do is to take accountability for your past, for the decisions that you have made. So yeah, you're being very self-aware. But I just don't think it's like something traumatic had to happen in order for you to realize that it was time for you to change. Um, but yeah, they're definitely obsessively focusing on your glow up, and how you're just able to just maintain a high vibe, how you're just still positive and optimistic, and it seems like you're having fun in life. It seems like you're having fun as you're changing, as you're taking steps. Yeah, yeah, no bad vibes. This is somebody that you cut off, or it's people that you cut off. You could be asking about your family as well. Especially for those of you that have grown up in like highly narcissistic households and family dynamics. You could be asking about these people. This could definitely be people that's obsessively focusing on you. But it seems like you're distancing yourself away, and whatever you're doing is the best thing for you. So you could take it back to Virgo's reading, or I think it was Virgo or another earth sign, maybe Virgo and Taurus. You could go back and watch their readings, and see if it's some messages there. But I'm kind of getting the similar thing is like you're distancing yourself, and people are questioning, or this person is questioning, is like, how is it that you went through this? You're distancing yourself and you're having fun. Like, what is going on? I mean, if anything, this person or these people are going to, if they're self aware, they're going to have to come to the conclusion that they were not good for you. Okay. They were not good for you. And sometimes people don't want to admit it, that they don't have what you need, or they can't give you what you need, or they fail to give you what you need. 9 times out of 10, they fail to give you that unconditional love. Okay. They fail to give you unconditional love and compassion. That's what they failed to do. And so I don't know. Sometimes people have like a complete ego death, or a collapse, in which they understand that, like, dang, they're really not good people. But, oftentimes, you know, oftentimes it's very difficult for someone to come to the understanding that they were not a good person for you, or just not a good person in general. Everybody, I feel like, wants to believe that they're a good person, but it's obviously not true. Like, it's not true. It's not true. Like, but yeah, you're definitely becoming a new person. You're changing, and that's what they're obsessively focusing on. You're new. And you're not engaging in the relationships with them in the same way in which you used to in the past. And you don't want any bad vibes around you. Like, you're being very low key right now. You don't want people to disturb your peace, or to disturb this change that's going on with you. It's kind of like you're a butterfly that's in a chrysalis, and it's like you don't need anybody disturbing the chrysalis. Okay, like, just leave the chrysalis over here where it needs to be. Like, leave it alone. Like, just leave it alone. So that's just what's going on with you. You don't want anybody disturbing your healing process. Hey, Lisa. You said LOL until they move shady. Yeah, Lisa, I love your profile pic. I love your profile pic. Like, I love to see the collective. The collective is so beautiful. Y'all all need to put y'all pictures on there. But I know, like, sometimes you might want to be a little low key because it be weirdos watching and stalking. But I love seeing y'all's pictures. Like, okay. Lisa, once I'm done with the live, I'm gonna post all of the timestamps so you can go back and watch the other readings. Okay, that's good. Be you loudly. Yeah, for real. Okay, so why are they obsessed? The person on your mind is obsessed because, I mean, for real, they're actually kind of turned on by the new you. Like, they really are. Like, they really are. And I don't mean just like turned on. It don't have to be like just turned on sexually, but it's like they actually are, interested in this person that you are becoming. But I mean, depending on, just the level of what you've dealt with this person, because like I said, there was 2 different relationships here. You may have been in like a narcissistic abusive relationship and experienced that cycle of a trauma bond, or you may have just been connecting with someone and had some type of shared trauma. Regardless of where you fit in, it's like you have changed, and it's like something of interest to this person. They're obsessed because it just seems like you're excited, and you personally, it's like you're excited about new things. It's just a new energy that you're embodying. And I also feel like the new you is wanting and desiring new things. You're also being very like extroverted now, so that's good. I feel like your glow up is giving you like a new sense of confidence, you know, to really like want to put yourself out there, market yourself, get to know new people, talk to other people. um so yeah, this is good. I feel like you have a new vision for your life. You all may be very like creative, so there's new projects and new things that you really want to pick up. And you know, there's a lot of buzz, okay? Because I just heard buzzing, like it's just a lot of buzz. And I also heard like word around town, so there could be a lot of talk going on about you, okay? I'm not gonna jump and say it's gossip, like in one of the other piles where it was a lot of gossip going on. I think that was Taurus. I think it was Taurus. But yeah, I think there's a lot of excitement about like what exactly is next for you. There's a lot of excitement around like your results, especially if, like I said, you've been glowing up, you've been changing. There's a lot of excitement about like, you know, just the fruits of your labor, what you've been bringing into your life. There's a lot of people that's actually watching you, and they just want to kind of watch and see how things are going to materialize for you now that you are in this different vibration, now that you're in this different energy. Yeah, they watching. Okay, they're watching. Um, yeah. If this was someone that you were romantically involved with, um, they're obsessing over who your next potential partner will be. Okay, who that person is going to be. Um, yeah, they know that you deserve someone that is going to be loyal, reliable, someone that is going to take care of you, someone that is going to protect you as opposed to harm you. Okay. You deserve safety. So if this is someone who was abusive and didn't have the ability to do that, it's like they already knew what you deserved. They, like I said, they didn't have the capabilities to do that. They can't give you what they don't have. So yeah, they're kind of like obsessed with like who you're about to start dealing with next. They know that you deserve just a wealthy and a kind counterpart. So yeah, they're kind of watching to see like how that is going to turn out for you. But yeah, they're pretty much obsessed with someone giving you what they lack. Okay, what they didn't have the ability to give you, and that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, they could also be obsessed over you developing a family, like moving forward and having that. Um, so yeah, that's interesting as well. Like they're obsessed with your future family, or if this is your family that you're asking about, is like they could be obsessed with like this new family that you're creating. Maybe your family is understanding that they couldn't give you what you actually deserved, which is safety and provision. I feel like that's what your family should do. But not all of us grow up in the best households. So that's what's going on there. Okay, so what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? Well, I think I kind of mentioned it a bit. Um, it's more so like this person or this specific group of people maybe feeling guilt from not being able to give you what you deserve. Okay, see you, Stephanie. Lisa said they knew it the whole time. Exactly. People be knowing shit the whole time. Like, okay, so what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? I mean, in many ways, they just have to pretty much accept. This is crazy, but it's like your leveling up is like revenge. Like it's revenge. You leveling up and getting what you deserve is literally revenge. Like it's revenge for them. So whomever you asking about, they must have really did a number on you, or it's like them banking on you remaining just as codependent as them would have kept you like kind of bound and tied and trapped to them. um so like it seems like you freed yourself and they're looking at this as revenge. Like, and that's weird because I feel like if someone changes and elevates and grows, it shouldn't, like, it has nothing to do with other people. Like they may have influenced you to do this, but shouldn't it shouldn't like hit their ego or cause them to collapse. Like unless it's like their whole identity was revolved around keeping you subjugated and oppressing you. It's like if that was their whole identity was oppression, then yeah, like yeah, like then it is what it is. But yeah, it just seems as though like you leveling up, like I said, growing, changing, becoming a new you, and also still living a happy, joyful, fulfilled life of pleasure, like and satisfaction is like that is revenge to them. So yeah, you definitely were dealing with some highly narcissistic people, whether they were malignant, covert, acted very vulnerable, acted like victims, or even if you were dealing with someone that was like really codependent and needed you for life force, like needed you. um yeah, it seems like that's revenge, like you freeing yourself. And it's crazy too because, okay, this is what I'm gonna tell you: don't go back to dealing with the person or the people that you freed yourself from, because they're going to be trying to get revenge on you as well for doing that. So once you pretty much level up and leave an environment and you decide not to like deal with a certain person or people, just don't go back, because I'm getting here that they're gonna try to like take out revenge on you, whether it's, I'm seeing it more so as like verbally abusing you, and bullying you for you deciding to make the necessary changes that you needed to make for yourself. Yeah, you deciding to move on, and to stop being stuck and trapped with them in that relationship. Yeah, it's like you you decided to move on, so it's like they're gonna take that as an insult. So I would definitely say like just don't go back to dealing with them, because they could definitely be trying to verbally abuse you, like really in the worst way. And I don't think that that's something that you deserve. So if you cut these people off, just leave them where they're at. um yeah, you just got to do that, because they were already causing too many issues for you anyway. So yeah, just leave them where they're at. I don't want to keep repeating that, but just leave them. Leave them. Continue to keep healing yourself and just leave them where they're at, because they're going to be trying to get revenge on you, because you're not making you're not playing into the agendas. You're not making yourself disposable to them. So just leave them where they're at. The new you doesn't benefit them in any ways. If anything, it just makes them feel highly insecure. Yeah, Empress Priestess said it would have happened earlier if I wasn't consumed with their drama and forgiveness. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, I get what you're saying, girl. Lisa said straight up. Okay. Okay, the divine is setting up that table right in front of them. That's how it's supposed to go. That's how it's supposed to go, because it was written that way. Like, it was written. So for me, it's like, I'm a Leo. I could really be flexing on people for real, but I'm humble. But I also understand that even with me being humble and exercising like that humility and grace, it's like it's still gonna come off that way. Okay? Because it was written. Like, it was written. The table is going to be built. Like, it was written. Yeah, Jackie, I did Sagittarius already, and that timestamp is 146:15. It's nice to see you too, Jackie. It's nice to see you too. But yeah, once I'm done with the water signs, well, I'm doing Aries now, but then I'll move on to the water signs and I'll post the timestamp so you can always come back to the playback. I'm happy to see you all here as well. I was rambling a bit during the Leo reading, so I gotta pick it up. You did. You made it just in time, Lisa. You definitely did. I hope you and Zoe are doing well. Please tell her I said hi. Okay, please tell her I said hi, and I hope she's doing well. I hope she's enjoying her summer. Okay. Because kids be over school too. Like, I just be thinking about myself, like, when summertime came around, I didn't want to hear shit. Like, I just worked hard all year. I don't want to hear nothing. Okay, Aries, your timestamp is going to be 2:25:30. Let's just get started now. Okay, so what are they obsessively focusing on about you? They could be anybody on your mind or even a group of people. I know I've kind of been switching back and forth because it could literally be a group of people or a specific person. Okay. Yo. So these people or this person is specifically focusing on your healing process. So let me get some more information. Yeah. I love this for you. They're focusing on your healing process. You're putting a lot of time and energy. Yeah, you are. You're putting a lot of time and energy into yourself. And this is a risk that you had to take. So similar to the other signs, you may have suffered from mind manipulation and people pleasing, or someone expecting you to enable their bad behavior. Okay. And you're not doing that anymore. You're not. So you're doing different, you're doing things differently. You're making different choices and different decisions that are prioritizing you. You're putting yourself first. And because of that, you're seeing positive results. Okay? So it seems like you all are very focused on your destiny and your purpose in life. And in order for you to fulfill those things, to experience a better life, you have to put yourself first and you have to make different decisions. So good for you. Yo, I don't know why this song is on my mind for you Aries, but you gotta listen to this song by Mike Jones. Yo, you gotta listen to this song by Mike Jones. It's called Flossing by Mike Jones. That's the song that keeps playing in my mind. And when I tell y'all, I don't think about this song, but I literally just thought about this song when I started pulling cards for you. So that's just where you at right now. So you may be flossing. You may be feeling a bit boasty. You're very confident. You're happy with yourself. I also think that you all are happy with your body and your physical appearance. So good for you. You may also have been healing from some type of like major health concern or some type of physical ailment. You may be regaining your energy. But yeah, as you've been emotionally healing, it's like you feel more like yourself, but even like a 2.0 version of yourself, which is really nice. And you definitely went out on the limb and took a risk. So good for you. Like you're deciding to just like release and let go of things that just don't apply to you. So you all may have, I don't see the hangman here, but you may have been in that energy for a bit where things were kind of pending, and you were trying to just make decisions and see things from another perspective. But I feel like the perspective that you looked at was one that was in favor of you, like actually putting yourself first. So I feel like you really asked yourself a lot of questions and you got real with yourself. I also feel like you decided to do things differently because you didn't want to experience that, whole concept and idea of insanity, which is good. And yeah, I think also with the hangman's energy that I'm picking up is like you're not sacrificing yourself anymore. Like you're not going to die on a cross. You're not going to make yourself a martyr for anybody. So I really think you're putting yourself first. And I think that was the trap as well. Especially if this person you're thinking about was I want to say like forcing you to enable their behavior. It's like you were not going to die on a cross for this person and their mistakes and their bad behaviors and the actions that they were taking. You're just not going to do it. So yeah, good for you taking a risk and putting yourself first. Maybe you thought you needed this person. Maybe you thought you needed this specific group of people, but you actually don't. You actually don't. So you definitely have freed yourself. And you took a risk. You took a risk. Like instead of you having to play things the same way, you're playing things to just move in your favor. So you are manipulating things, I feel like, as we all do, but you're manipulating things positively for yourself as opposed to allowing yourself to be manipulated. And it's like you don't even you're not even receiving any advantages from that person and what they're doing. Like, they're literally just completely focused on themselves. So I think you took a page out of their book. You took a page out of their book, which is crazy. Like, which is crazy. And it's interesting because you could really learn a lot from self-absorbed people. Like, you could really learn a lot from them. So I think that's what you decided to do. Like, you took a page out of their book and you're playing things in your favor. You all could definitely be stepping out as well. Like, you want to go out, you want to show off this new you. You may have also embodied a new look. You're doing something different with yourself. And I'm not picking up on you negatively being self-absorbed, because I feel like you are a good person, and I also feel like you have very pure intentions as well, for yourself and for other people. So yeah, good for you. Like, this energy that you are embodying is really coming from a good place, and it's not seeking to harm and destroy other people. But yeah, you are definitely putting yourself first. So whoever you're thinking about, they're obsessed over your actual healing process. So depending on who this individual is, similar to Leo's reading, just don't let them come in and fuck up all of the progress that you've been making. What? The fox took the bracelet? Yo, I'm a like, it's a lot of foxes in my area as well, and they just be like, yo, you said not it starting off with that 90s ringtone. You said it didn't even go for the egg, it went for the bracelet. Yo, I'm so all right, hold on for 1 second. I think this is the maintenance here to fix the air conditioning. All right, y'all. I am definitely wait 1 second. I'm back. So the maintenance ended up fixing the air conditioning unit from downstairs, and now it works. So he's just removing the air conditioning that was in the window, and now we can get back to the reading. But yeah, I don't even know where I left off, but let's just go ahead to the next question. Why are they obsessed? But yeah, similar to the other signs, Aries, they're definitely watching you. Okay, so they're watching you as you heal. So it's crazy because people will literally sense energetically that you're not where they left you. So please don't allow this person or these people to come back in and disturb your process, and don't allow them to distort it either, because that came up in a reading earlier today for another sign, like trying to distort your process and making it seem like it's negative when it's actually not. What you're doing is very positive. You said, Lisa, you said it was a cool fox. Yo, I box that, like, it's like, why are you stealing? Like, what? Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, all right, so why are they obsessed? I'm gonna get some more information with the tarot. Oh, thank you, Luna. Luna frequency. You said no takebacks. Oh, okay. You said it would sit at the park with you for hours. Okay. Look, once the babies and the animals or pets like you, that's when you know your energy is somewhere else. Like, that's when you know, like, that's when you know. Yeah, drama. Like, yeah, whoever this person is, they're used to causing drama. They're used to causing drama, and they're used to you fixing it or being there, showing compassion. No, we're not doing that. And it's unfortunate because it seems like this individual that instigates and creates drama, or this group of people, is like they're loud. They're loud. Like, they're loud, they're aggressive. It's always some type of arguments and drama and conflict that's going on. That's too much. It seems like they're always going through stuff, so it kind of drags you into it, like, so yeah, I don't like it. And it's also confirming that message again, as far as like you enabling the drama and the chaos. And it's like you're not doing that. Yeah, it's like when people cause drama and put you in dangerous situations, it's like it's very hard to have grace for that, because those situations can definitely negatively impact you. So yeah, no, I think you have to distance yourself, and they need someone to fix it, to be a Mr. or Mrs. Fix It. And that's just not a position that you're willing to play. For some of y'all, you could be asking about a child, or you could be asking about a parent that's always starting drama and perpetuating it. Yeah, always. And they put a lot of the responsibility on you to, like I said, have to fix it. So why are you putting yourself in a position to have to, to clean up or to fix the mistakes that somebody else is making? And it's like they put so much like responsibility on you, and it's too much. Like, it's literally too much. So yeah, similar to the message that I mentioned with the hangman, even though I don't see that card here, it's like similar to that. I just feel like you just deciding to not die on a cross for this individual that always wants to make a mistake, always wants to start drama, always want to start fighting, always want to start getting loud. Like, you're not doing it. Like, you're not. Because they expect you to be loyal. You could be very loyal. Like Aries are fierce. Yeah, y'all are fierce people. Like, y'all be ready to y'all be ready to go. Like, so yeah. I think something you also realize too is like, this is just a strategy. And it's, I don't want to say like, oh, it's a game that this person plays, but they doctor up a lot of drama. They instigate a lot of things. They cause a lot of problems and then expect you to come in there and fix it. This is the type of person or people that will literally throw rocks and hide their hands. Like, they're very aggressive, passive. Okay? Aggressive, passive, not passive aggressive. It's like they do a lot and then they try to back off and make it seem like it wasn't that serious, or it wasn't that deep, or they didn't do anything. Like, it's just, I don't like that type of energy. I feel like if you are going to be that way, then keep that same energy. Don't start backing off now. Okay? Take accountability for the drama that you instigated and for what you're creating. Like, take accountability. I can't stand somebody that will create drama and then act like they don't know how it happened. No, we're not doing that. Okay? We're not. So I think this is someone that is understanding now that they can't really force you to fight battles that are not yours anymore. Like, Because a lot of the issues that you were experiencing was because of this person putting you in dangerous situations, and then thinking because you love them, because you had compassion, unconditional love for them, that you would just be there to support them. And no, you're not doing that. So that's crazy. Like, this is a dangerous person to be around. It's like always creating drama. Oh, you said you got an owl over there and a deer too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, once the animals love you. Oh, okay. You said you might have to join a Zoom in a moment. Yeah, go ahead. Do you. Like, go ahead. Do you. The playback is always going to be here. Lisa. Okay. So what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? Like, what are they going through that's associating them with this obsession? That card wanted to come out, so I got to get it. Well, pretty much you're not being who this person is used to you being. You're not. Like I said, this is someone who relies on you to be the cleanup man or the cleanup woman. Like, they're relying on you to do that, and that you just don't have that energy to give anymore. So it's like this person is upset because they can't put you into a position, or you don't necessarily, similar to the other signs, you don't fit a certain agenda that they have for you. So pretty much they're left to have to fight their own battles. Okay. Yeah, they're left to have to fight their own battles. Like, you're understanding that this is not who you are. You're not someone who wants to sit there and constantly fight and fight and fight. I feel like you want to live more of a relaxed lifestyle. You want to live more of a soft life. You don't want to be a part of chaos and drama and conflict and toxicity. That's not what you want to be a part of. So you are understanding who you actually really truly are. Okay, you're understanding that, and you're giving yourself what you need. And that for you, it could be a part of your self-care, is making sure that you're in peaceful environments, or you're around people that only embody peace, like no drama, no bad vibes. And it's not even like toxic positivity or you're spiritually bypassing things. It's just things. It's just what it is. You just need peace. You need quiet. You just need, you need relaxation. Like, you don't want to consistently always be a part of problems and issues. And because you like to be loyal and you like to protect the people that you love, now you putting yourself in harm's way. Like, so yeah, no, like, you're understanding that it's not for you, and you don't trust anybody that pushes you to be in situations that are potentially dangerous. You don't trust that. You don't trust it. So yeah, I think what the harsh emotions that this person is realizing is, like, they have to fight their own battles. Like, and if they were a really truly self-aware person, they will understand that they've been putting you, like I said, in dangerous situations and making you something that you're not. Like, I don't think you're a fighter in that sense. Yeah, this person is angry because now they have to fight their own battles. Like I said, just bringing it back to that. I think you're understanding who you are now. Like, you're actually a peaceful person. You're not aggressive like this person is, like, aggressive as hell. Thank you, Lisa. It was good to see you. I'll see you again. I promise. Okay? I promise I will see you again. All right, Aries. Let me go on. Let me go ahead and move on to the water signs. So I'm gonna start with Cancer. I'm gonna start with Cancer because Cancer is on top. So, well, at least on my pile. Okay, I have a pile and Cancer was on top. So that's all right. I hope you all are doing well. When I find myself like repeating messages, I just have to kind of move on. Cancer, give me 1 second. I want to make sure that the front door is locked, because I know the maintenance guy removed the air conditioning from the window. So I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. We're back. I had to make sure I got my smoothie too because I found myself being a bit hungry, but it is what it is. Cancer, your timestamp is going to be 2:46:30. The only distraction that I am looking forward to is my son potentially calling me because he's not at home. So that's literally the only other distraction that I'm looking forward to. But I think we should be smooth sailing. All right, Cancer, let's get started. What about you are they obsessively focusing on? And this could be anybody, okay? Anybody or any group of people, okay? Friends, haters, exes, potential love interests, people just randomly out in the community that you may know as an acquaintance, but you don't have a relationship with. Anybody. Okay. Let me see where Spirit is trying to go with this message. Okay, so what are they obsessively focusing on? Well, they is definitely obsessively focusing on the weight and the power that you're putting behind your words. So Cancer, you could go back and listen to Gemini's reading because you may find, some additional messages in that reading for you. But this is you more so advocating for yourself. So that's the difference between your reading and Gemini's reading. You're standing up for yourself. So whomever you're asking about, they could be people who've never really seen you speak up. So they're just surprised, like they're shocked. Like they're you know how in like shows or movies when someone says something that's like outlandish or out of pocket and then people are like like hella surprised. So yeah. I feel like this person or this specific group of people is just surprised behind, like I said, the weight of your words. Like I feel like you're really defending yourself. You're speaking up for yourself. You may have been oppressed recently. You may have been around people that have been trying to control you. People that have been trying to. I also heard isolate you. So maybe you were being isolated. Even people that may have tried to like smear your name, so you may have experienced like some type of smear campaign, somebody trying to throw dirt on your name, somebody trying to spoil your name. It's like, yeah, it's put some type of like battery in your back to really be able to like speak up for yourself, to protect yourself, to protect your image, to protect what you built for yourself. So yeah, there's a lot of weight, and I want to say like gravity, I guess gravity, or there's a lot of substance behind what it is that you're saying. I feel like you're finally speaking up for yourself, like you're defending yourself. You're telling people where to go. Okay. You're telling people where to go. You're dismantling a lot of lies. I think that someone has some type of influence over you. It could be the person that's obsessively focusing on you. They've had some type of influence. Or for others, this may be someone who is wondering if you have finally spoken up for yourself. Like they're wondering, like, I'm not going to come for you, Cancer. But it seemed like, you was kind of operating off of a lack of backbone. Okay. That's what it seems like that. Okay. Please don't get mad at me. I'm just reading and feeling how I'm feeling, and I'm just reading what I'm seeing. But I feel like even from you potentially being passive, that has given some people the ability to control you or to feel like they have to tell you what to do. Okay? It's giving some people the leeway, okay? Or the go ahead to do that. So I feel like you're finally just waking up and realizing that enough is enough. Like they're not going to oppress you, whether it's a person or it's a group of people, or for some of you, it could even be a society. Okay. So you may be in a country where, or just in an area where your human rights are being violated. So it's like you're going to speak up. Regardless of what it is, it's like your human rights, even if it's a specific person, are being violated. People are violating your boundaries, they're violating you. Um, so yeah, it's two different groups of people that could be obsessively focusing on you. Like there's a group of people that are realizing, well, no, a group of people that are questioning if you have finally spoken up for yourself. And then there's the other group of people that are realizing that they can't just have their way with you anymore because you're going to, you're going to give it back to them. You're going to defend yourself. You're not easily controllable anymore. So yeah, that's what's going on here. But yeah, you are confidently doing this now. You realize what is there to lose. You're being very confident about it. And I really think you are focusing more so on your pleasure and having things your way. And it doesn't necessarily mean like your sexual pleasure, but I feel like you're just focused more so on being happy with yourself emotionally. And you're not happy with yourself when you in many ways like allow people to take advantage of you. You're not happy with yourself when you allow people to like control you or try to tell you what to do. Like, and the reason why I'm saying allowing is because you may have been doing this passively by just not speaking up, by just enabling things, or you may have been a bit too like scared, like you shouldn't be fearing any man. Okay, don't fear any man. And I'm saying man just because like, you know that's just me speaking biblically, but no, like you shouldn't fear any man or woman. You shouldn't be fearing anything. Don't fear anything, like for real. Don't. Especially when you have God on your side or the divine on your side, the universe on your side. It's like you shouldn't be fearing anything. So that's kind of the trap. Okay, that's the trap right there. Um, fearing people and when people know that they can scare you or they put fear into you, it's like they know that they can have their way with you. They know that you're going to do anything that they say because they have that hold on you. And nah, today's a new day. Okay, so they're obsessively focusing on, it's two different groups of people here. People that have gotten their way with you and now you're speaking up and defending yourself, or there's others that actually are like, are you gonna say something or not? Like, it's like when somebody disrespect you and it's be that one person that's just like, okay, so you just gonna let that happen? All right, so you just gonna let them say that to you? And you might think, oh, that person's instigating drama, but they're not. They're instigating you to step up and to address it head on. Okay? Apply directly to the forehead. Like, come on. Come on, Cancer. Yeah. Yeah, you're disconnecting from any type of relationships. Yep, you're disconnected from relationships um that oppress you, that control you. Yeah, you're freeing yourself from bondage. I think you had to get real with yourself. You had to, like, you really started to look at yourself and question yourself. It's like, am I going to continue to keep dealing with the same shit? Like, am I going to continue to keep allowing the same things to persist? Like, am I going to continue to be oppressed? Like, what is it that I'm going to continue to do? So I think that you have developed some type of like sacred rage or sacred anger that is like propelling you to speak up and to defend yourself. So yeah, good for you. Good for you. I mean, change doesn't happen in a nice and peaceful way. That's not how change happens. There has to be some type of anger and rage behind it in order for things to change. Okay? So you shaking stuff up. Yeah, you shaking stuff up. And it's not really inherent to, I feel like, you. So it might feel a bit different. Okay? It might feel a bit different for you. But it's what has to be done. Okay? Because cancers, y'all tend to be very sensitive. You're caring. Okay? You're very maternal. But nah, like, you're mad. And I get it. I can see why you would be mad. Okay? So good for you for speaking up for yourself and defending yourself. But yeah, what are they obsessively focusing on? Well, it seems like you may be dealing with Similar to the rest of the collective, you may be dealing with a lot of controlling people. All right. So now, because you're speaking up for yourself, um, it's like they can't get over on you anymore. It's pretty much repelling them. It's repelling them from your energy now, which is what you needed. Okay. So why would you even want people around you that are oppressing you? Like, why would you even want that for yourself? So yeah, good for you. Like, you're actually speaking up and you're repelling any type of negative forces and energies away from you, because you're waking up and you have a sense of clarity and awareness. It's like with spell work. I feel like there's always work to be done to combat spell work, but the first thing is gaining awareness. But I don't think it's as simple as, oh, when you gain awareness, the spell breaks. Like, I don't think it's as simple as that. You still got to uncross your energy. Okay, that's just what I think. But yeah, I think that you are developing an awareness, and within that awareness, it caused you to have to change your usual patterns or behaviors. So you may just try to be all love and light and just try to go along with the program, but yeah, you're not going along with the program anymore. Okay, so that's that. All right, so let's move on to why are they obsessed. Well, you're disconnected from them. That's one thing. um they may be unaware about how that moment of clarity happened for you. Like, they're just not aware about when the breakthrough happened or what they said that caused you to have to wake up and see things differently. Same thing with the other folks that may be questioning, like, or that are questioning if you finally spoke up from for yourself or disconnected yourself, yourself, because they are curious to know, like, what was that moment of realization that caused you to finally see things differently and to do something different. Like, what was that moment? So there's a lot of mystery surrounding that. Okay. There's a lot of mystery, but there's a thought that you came to. There's a conclusion that you landed on. Okay. There's a feeling that you landed on that caused you to have to change and to do things differently. Like, you had an Ace of Swords moment. So everybody's questioning, what was that moment? What understanding did you come to that caused you to really want to do things different now? Hey, I want to say Naya. Hey girl. Like, I literally was just watching your channel. So everybody definitely make sure that you tune into Naya. I hope I'm saying it right. Or Naya Tarot. Okay, 777. Definitely make sure you tune into her channel. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some hearts in the chat. Yeah, I was literally just watching your channel. And then when you commented on my channel, I was like, wow, I really be watching. Like, that's so crazy. Like, I really be having moments too where I'm just like, oh, you watch my channel? Like, so hey girl, hey. Okay, Naya. Okay. So definitely make sure y'all check out Naya's tarot channel. Okay, go like, subscribe, go hype some videos. Okay, yeah. All right, Cancer. Why are they obsessed? Why are they obsessed? I feel like it's two different groups of people here that are obsessed with you, or at least when they think about you, it's like that's what they're focusing on. Like, yeah. You know what's crazy, Cancer? I feel like you have a lot of those moments where people really will bite the hand that you're using to feed them. So that's crazy. Like, that is definitely crazy. Like, people really have been using you for the goodness that you have been giving. They've been using you for your kindness. They've been using you for your generosity, for your support. And like, they'll really turn around and bite their hand. I think that it's crazy too, because the people that are like oppressing you, the people that you feel like you've had to finally advocate for yourself against, is like those people need you more than you need them. It's like you could be supplying these people with finances, with resources, with like actual legitimate material help, and they'll turn around and play you, or they'll turn around and disrespect you. Like, I think that's disrespectful. That's really disrespectful. Like, oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, girl, I've been watching your channel. Like, I definitely do. Like, So now I'm not being shy anymore, and I'm just commenting. Like if I choose piles, I just be like, okay, pile two, and then hearts. Like I really am not being shy anymore. But sometimes I be shy, like, but I'm not being shy. But yeah, so Cancer, this is crazy, but I think they're obsessed with the fact that like the well is running dry. Okay, the well is definitely running dry. I feel like you're giving to people that support you, to people that love you. That's just what you're doing now. I think that's something you're realizing is you've really been a big source of help and support for uh people that don't deserve it, people that do not deserve it. So I feel like these may be people that put you in a position to think that you need them, but to be quite frank, they need you more than you need them. So that's the mind manipulation right there. That's crazy. But people definitely do that. They'll make it seem like they're doing something so much for they're doing so much for you, but in all reality, it's like if you don't engage in the dynamic, then the relationship fails. So I think that's something that you're realizing. And for the other folks that actually want you to speak up for yourself and want you to advocate for yourself, and they're going to be very surprised to learn that you have done it. It's like they're clapping for you because they just feel like you have so much value and so much worth, and you have just so much to give to others that you shouldn't really be wasting your time casting your pearls amongst swine, like swine being the people that have been trying to oppress you. Yeah. So why are they obsessed? They're obsessed because you actually have more freedom and independence than what you thought you had. So you advocating for yourself really does free yourself from being connected and tied to people that, like I said, just wanted to control you, wanted to bully you and intimidate you. Like it actually does open your roads to being able to just experience less baggage, less harshness, less chaos, and less drama and conflict. So yeah, that's why they're obsessed. They're obsessed because you are freeing yourself, and you're realizing that you don't have to help anybody that is wanting to make you feel bad about yourself. Like you don't have to support anybody that does not support you. They're realizing that you have woken up and understood that you have been in an unreciprocal relationship that has not really favored you positively. So yeah, that's crazy. It seemed like it's people that have been using you. Like this is very common with family and relationships. Like it's very common because sometimes people make you feel like, oh, you have to help them because they're your mother, your father, or your wife, or it make it seem like, oh, you have to help them. But it's like, no, if that person is bringing drama into your life, if that person is not appreciating you, then they gotta go too. It doesn't matter what the relationship is, they have to go. That's good, Lisa. Let's go ahead and put some streamers in the chat. Okay, let's put some streamers in the chat for Lisa's son. He's doing so much better. Okay, I love that. I love that. Like, I'm not one of those people that feel like, people can't change, because I know I've had an interesting past. Okay, I've had an interesting past. Like, and I know that just through connecting with the divine, just embodying like just a new frequency, a new vibration, that has definitely helped me change. So I'm not one of those people that feel like people can't change. I feel like they have to want to change, and that's when change is possible. So yeah, I'm definitely not one of those people that look at others and be like, oh, they're a lost cause. I don't believe that at all, because someone could have looked at me and thought I was a lost cause. Okay, so yeah, good for him. That's really good. All right, so Cancer, what are the harsh emotions associated with this session? Yeah. Well, there's two groups of people here, Cancer. There's the one group of people that want you to speak up and advocate for yourself, and they're wondering if you have done that. So that means that you doing that was very imperative. It was kind of like a life or death type of situation. You advocating for your own human rights. So yeah, the harsh emotions, I don't feel like they have too many harsh emotions towards you, but I feel like they're more so worried about you. and your threshold of pain, like your threshold is too high. Okay, it's too high. Like you've been taking on too much pain, like you've been carrying so many burdens, that's not really, and so much negativity that's not yours to carry. So you all may need some type of like spiritual bath, like you need something, okay, so that you can like release this and let this go. So yeah, your threshold is too high, and I feel like you definitely were very much blinded to the pain of what was going on, and in many ways you were engaging in self-harm by being connected to oppressive people. Okay, so that's that. And for the others, let me see what the harsh emotions are associated with their obsession. I feel like the harsh emotions are them understanding that like you're really waking up and developing a sense of awareness to what was going on, especially if these were people that you were giving money, resources, and all of these things to. It's like now you're waking up and understanding that you were being used, like you literally were being used. Okay, so that's kind of the harsh emotions associated with that. It's like you're seeing things clearly for what it is, and you're abandoning them so that they have to go find, of course, other sources of supply, or they need to go figure some shit out on their own. That's pretty much what's going on here. It's like you literally left them, you abandoned them. So good for you. Like, good for you. There's people that are actually rooting for you, Cancer, and they're rooting for you to, like I said, defend yourself against those other individuals that have been using you. So yeah, you got people rooting for you, Cancer. You really do. Lisa said he has grown so much since he started the program. He was really struggling before he went in there, and he was in and out of juvie. I'm really hoping he gets to celebrate his sweet 16 in our world again. Oh yeah, yeah, because he's still young. He's still young, and he could pick it up. Okay, he can definitely pick it up and change his life. Lisa says so many projections lately, for real. Look, people can be weird like that. And thank you so much, Naya. Like, I really appreciate you. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Scorpio. It's really in no particular order. After Scorpio, Pisces, and then we'll end the live for today. And then, of course, I will see y'all again. I know, right? It's, I don't know, like, because the thing is, it's like, even though I haven't really been posting, it's like, of course, I'll watch other tarot channels and I'll just like support other readers, like with views, likes, hyping. And that's the crazy thing, is they only let you hype 3 times a week. It's like, dang, like only 3 times a week. Come on, like give us at least 3 times a day, like to hype. But yeah, so I'll just be doing that, and it's just like listening to their readings too. It's like some of the stuff that comes out, I'm just like, wow, this is a lot. This is a lot. But I knew that you, of course, like posting today, I mean, I like to talk more so about y'all, but I also know that people love they readings. They love they readings. So unfortunately, it's like talking about them, but I really do like talking about y'all or us. Okay. That's my forte, but unfortunately those readings don't really get a lot of views. So I was like, let me just start with they, and then I'll start to put some us readings in. Okay, start to sprinkle those in. Hey Jason. Yo, Nice said YouTube is a hater. For real, they only let us hype 3 times a week. We should be able to hype 3 times a day. Lisa said, I became a mod for another channel and it's wild how many stories people have been telling over there too, because they created a Discord where we all support each other. It's wild out here lately. Yeah, it is wild. It definitely is. But that's cool though. As far as having a Discord, I have the app on my phone, but I don't even use it so much. Even being a part of the YouTube creator community, it's like they'll be posting stuff in there, not really like opportunities. They'll just be talking about things, and I really don't engage. I've just been so busy, but now that the school year is over, I should be able to post more. Yeah, people do need more support. They really do. Like, They really do. All right, y'all. I gotta move on to Scorpio, but keep talking. Okay, Scorpio 311. I already used the Florida water, but I'll do it again. Um, you see, yeah, see, I like that because positive prayers are definitely needed. Like positive prayers are needed because I just feel like things are turning up. Like it's just so many people that are waking up, so many people that are just, saying enough is enough and they're reclaiming their life. And so, of course, it's going to be even more opposition from the other side. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But the Bible says you only need 2 or 3 to get into agreement with you. So it is 2. Exactly. Exactly. 2 or more. Thank you for correcting me. Literally. Exactly. 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 Okay, Scorpio. What about you are they obsessively focusing on? The fact that you're tapped in. The fact that you're tapped in. Yeah, I think you're tapped in. I feel like you're remembering who you are. You're remembering your power. You're remembering your strength. So you may have been a bit like disconnected. It just is what it is. Because sometimes like life will definitely push and pull you in different directions, and you might kind of get off course for a bit. But I feel like you are back on course. Okay, you're back on course. You had to fight to get back on course. Yo, I'm done. Why I just heard Oprah. Well, I just heard Oprah in The Color Purple when she was like, all my life I had to fight. Like, so all your life you had to fight, Scorpio? All your life? Like, damn. You ain't never get a time for a break? Shit. Like, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up here, where it's like you were off course, but now you're back on course. And I think that's what people are obsessively focusing on. So you may have been going down the wrong path, okay, or let's just say the wrong path for you, and now you're back on the right path. Okay. So that's really good. I feel like one of the reasons that you did that or are doing that is because you really want to reach your highest potential. Like I feel like in this lifetime, because I also heard leave no stone unturned. So leave no stone unturned. So that can mean a lot of different things. This could be you exploring every single talent, skill, and capability that you have so that you can get into alignment with your higher self. Or I feel like that's also you. Yeah, I feel like that's you embodying more of a spiritual mindset, okay? Or just living life through more of a spiritual lens and just uncovering and dealing with things as it is. Okay, so you're very reality based. Scorpio, you should go listen to, I think it was Taurus. You should go listen to Taurus's reading because I think you would get additional messages in that reading as well. But you're definitely in your high priestess energy, okay? Very much in your high priestess energy. Like, so people can't really tell you shit right now, okay? Because you're too tapped in. They can't really tell you shit. Nobody can come to you saying, God told me to tell you. You know how people do that? Like, especially religious people, they always love to be like, well, God told me to tell you this. And it's just like, did he? Okay. Like, because if he did, he would have just came and told you. So that's just what I'm picking up on here. It's like nobody can really tell you anything. You're too tapped in, you're too aware, you're seeing things for as it is, you're processing so much information like at a very high level. So yeah, it's something going on here with your intellect, okay, and your intelligence. Your intuition is on point. So I don't know what you did, but whatever you did, put it in the chat so we all can do it too. Yo, what is that app? Yo, Naya said I need to get into my Bible. For real. What is that app? Okay, what is that app, Lisa? Yo. Yes, please. Please. Please, like, please. Okay, yeah, I just feel like your high priestess energy is bringing Kalima energy into play. Like, I just don't think it's anything that people can drag you into because it's like you're so focused on what's important to you. You're so focused on reaching your highest potential. Like, I just don't feel like you want any baggage on you. Like, you just don't want any baggage, any residue. It's really giving pure, okay, or purity, not like purity culture, okay, not that, okay, because look, when you a spiritual person, like, sometimes spiritual people really be busting down Tatiana. Like, I'm just saying, but let me bring it back. Okay? Like, that's not necessarily what I mean. I just feel like you just you're not trying to get yourself entangled. Um you don't want to participate in anything that require anything that requires you being bound, okay, or bondage. Especially not to demonic entities. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like you're blowing a lot of things up. I feel like you could be a walking tower moment for a lot of people out here. Because I just heard that song "Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus, but I don't think every lyric applies to you. It's just that if people aren't ready for destruction, then they might as well just leave you alone. Like, because it's just not. It's just you're not, yeah, they're not ready for destruction. Just leave you alone. Like, if they want to continue to keep living fake, superficial lives or whatever type of lives that they was living, if they don't want to uncover the truth, if they don't want to step out the matrix, if they don't want to do any of that, then they might as well leave you alone. So yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 Naya said the same thing. Like, please share. That would keep my attention. It definitely would. Okay. Because I feel like the Bible is like, it was a bit messy. Like, a lot of the stories was messy. Like, I was just thinking about Jacob and Esau today, and I was just thinking about Esau because I feel like a lot of people put the focus on Jacob and how he was like a trickster and manipulative, but it's like, come on, Esau, like, literally. So you gonna tell me that you sold your birthright for a pot of stew? You sold your birthright for a pot of stew? You was that hungry that you sold your birthright? Like, but whatever. Let's keep it pushing. Like, let's keep it pushing. But yeah, I think that people are obsessively focusing on just this, power that you have. And I wanted to say this superpower that you have, because it seems like you're even more intuitive, you're even more tapped in, you just know what you know. You don't need facts. Okay, you don't need facts. You just have your feelings. And yeah, it's a bit scary. I think that people are scared of you. That's what they're obsessively focusing on about you. They're scared and they're also intimidated. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, they haven't experienced this. They have not experienced this side of you. They haven't, like, so I don't know. That's really on them. Like I said, people can stay out your way unless they're ready to wake up and to experience their own spiritual awakenings, then they just need to stay out the way. Like, that's the advice for them. But yeah, that's what they're focusing on, how scared they are of you, of your powers, okay, of your abilities. And you're not holding yourself back. Okay, you're not. You're just being very brave and fearless. And you're choosing to live life this way. So yeah, you all could be choosing more of like a righteous lifestyle. Don't get it confused with self-righteous. Okay, it's just you're trying your best to live more upright than not. The Bible floors me sometimes. Yo, Lisa said Jacob and Esau been coming up so much in the last couple of days. I'm saying, like, because why did Esau do that? So you was that hungry? You said, I think that lesson then turned him into a warrior. You said, could you imagine with the Tower of Babel, everyone understanding each other one moment, then not being able to speak the same language the next moment? Like, yo, that is so hilarious. Yo, that is so funny. I think about that all the time. Like, I've been thinking about the story of Samson and Delilah as well. Because it's like, I mean, Delilah did what she felt like she had to do, in my opinion, for survival, because maybe she really needed that money, okay? Who knows what she did with that money? Because she really just faded off into obscurity. So who knows what she did with that money? But I feel like Samson also, he doesn't get punished enough for his lust. Okay, for his lustful spirit. Like, okay, don't be trying to talk about that. Like, all right, so why are they obsessed? They don't be talking about, exactly, they don't be talking about Samson. Why are they, okay, so why are they obsessed? Oh, okay, well, pretty much they're obsessed because you really are, like, you really are becoming your higher self, like in alignment with your higher self. Let's just say, like, you really are doing what you can to reach your highest potential. And this is a major lesson that I feel like you have learned. Because like I said, I feel like you were on the wrong path. Okay, the wrong path for you, because the word wrong is subjective. You was on the wrong path for you, but you have had the ability to get yourself back on the right path, okay, on the good foot. You had the ability to do that. um and I feel like they're obsessed with you because even though you're becoming this new person that they're scared of, in many ways I feel like you could be very dangerous. Like I said, to fake and superficial people, it's like you're still, in a sense, being celebrated here. So there are people that are rallying for you. There are people that they have, even similar to the last sign, Cancer, have been rooting for you to finally get here. um so good for you. I feel like you're finding your own people, or you're finding your own community, or you're finding your own community that is inclusive to you. So even though you have this like witchy high priestess thing going on here, connection to the divine thing that's going on, it seems as though you are entering into like communities with other people that are right there with you, that have a sense of understanding with you and what it is that you're doing, and just being able to respect you for who you are today and just where you are. So yeah, the people that are obsessively focusing on you, they, similar to the other signs within the collective and the readings, they may have been people that you left behind in the dust that don't really understand you because they're scared. Meanwhile, they're seeing you being celebrated amongst people that actually aren't scared, people that are in alignment with you. So yeah, that's why they're obsessed. Some of you may even be connecting, because we have the world here. The world can symbolize travel, or even like social media as well. So you could be connecting with other people on social media, and just joining different online communities here. But yeah, you're confident, and people can't really tell you shit. And there's a lot of power in your words and what you have to say, and that's why they're scared too. So you could listen to Cancer's reading, Gemini's reading, and what was the other reading? I think it was Cancer and Gemini. Yeah, listen to Cancer and Gemini. Um okay, so what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? Yo, I'm cracking up when I start talking about Delilah. It's like, what did she do with that money? Okay, what did she do? Like, what did she really do? Like, what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? For some of y'all, you could actually be thinking about your family. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Like, because your family is really scared of you. They scared of what you're gonna say. So yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, the harsh emotions associated with this obsession, well, they feel crazy because you let them go. And it's crazy because it seems like if you didn't sacrifice these relationships, they would have sacrificed you. Okay, if you didn't step into your power, they would have sacrificed you, and that could be quite literal. Because I'm definitely picking up on your strong connection to the divine. That's crazy. Like, because some people's families really will be doing spell work against them. So if you didn't get, if you didn't connect yourself to God, or just to get more in alignment with your higher self or your potential, if you didn't increase your vibration and frequency, these individuals could have definitely sacrificed you. Um, they could have tried to block or stop your progress, or just your ability to feel confident, to, of course, live within your highest potential, and to do everything that you wanted to do, or that was in your heart's desire to do. So yeah, if you didn't let these people go, if you didn't, let your old self go as well, if you didn't sacrifice your old self, You may have been subject to some spell work. You definitely may have been subject to some spell work. So that's crazy. Okay. I think spell work came up with another sign today. I think that's what it did. But yeah, these people are pretty much obsessed with the fact that it's like you're not waiting for someone else to do things for you. Like you're not waiting for someone else to support your dreams and goals and your aspirations. It's like you're not doing that. um you're not blaming your shortcomings on the way that you were raised or the types of environments that you were a part of. That's why I think this has to do with your family, Scorpio. You're not blaming anything on anybody, or blaming, your lack of progress in life on what you didn't get or what you didn't have. Like, you're not doing that at all. You're just making your own way. I think it started with you deciding to get on the right path and to just get more in alignment with living more righteously as opposed to not. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, it kind of got dark a little bit, Scorpio, because it just is what came up. But if you didn't sacrifice your old self, or if you didn't sacrifice these people that are obsessively focusing on you, they would have sacrificed you. Like, I don't even want to get into like all of that, because I don't know, it's a lot. We could talk about it a different day. But I definitely can't understand what's going on with you, because it's definitely something I had to do for myself. Yeah, they need to be scared. Exactly. Exactly. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? It be like super religious people that just do the most. They just do the most, or they do the worst. Like, that's the thing I don't like. It's like they'll have mad like Bibles and crosses and all type of stuff in their house, but then when you take it to the room, they'll be having like all types of dark shit going on back there. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, it's very sad. Like, exactly. It's way too much. That's magic too. Smear campaign. And the crazy thing is it does work for a little bit. It does work. It does work for a little bit. It really does. Like, it really does work. And for some people, their lives have been ruined because of those smear campaigns. Like, their actual lives have just been ruined and tarnished, like reputations tarnished. So it's just crazy how somebody could really make up a lie and really go with that lie, and it really ruins somebody's life. Like, it's crazy. All right, Pisces, your timestamp is going to be 329. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like, you could really be doing anything, and you're here with me. You could really be doing anything, be anywhere. It's summertime. You could, well, at least where we are, okay? Where we are in the Western Hemisphere. So yeah, you could really be doing anything, but you're here with me. So I appreciate that. Lisa said, my mom had a whole church praying over me because of the false info they thought they were praying over me with. It's crazy how much I've had to rebuke people within the church. Yeah, and that's the crazy thing. Pisces, I'm going to change your timestamp. That's the crazy thing, because so many people experience church trauma, like church trauma. And it's so sad, because it's like it really were the demonic entities in that church like, they really caused them to experience trauma in a place where you would, at first glance, you would think, or you would expect that that would not be going on there. But yeah, I grew up in a church as well. I experienced church trauma, but it was more so through like bullying from other kids at church, which was weird to me, because it's just like, why would you come here doing that? Like, we literally learning about God and Jesus's love and grace, and you over here bullying somebody. That shit weird. But I've also experienced a lot of funny ass stories that happen in church as well. Like, all right, let me tell y'all. Yo, I remember one time, I think I was in middle school. Because this was before I went to boarding school. But I remember one time I was in church, and one of like the youth leaders, I guess he took it upon himself that day to try to see if he could make us speak in tongues. So he just went around like praying for everybody, anointing everybody, and trying to see, if somebody had that spirit or had the gift of speaking in tongues. He came around to me and I already knew, like, no, because I'm not about to just start making shit up just because. I wasn't about to start making shit up. So he went over to one boy that was next to me, because mind you, he went around to all the kids and was like laying hands on them and praying for them. And we was just accepting the prayers. He went around to the one kid, like one of the last kids, and because that kid just decided that he wanted to be so different, he started speaking in tongues. But he was basically repeating the same shit that the man was saying. Let me not say the same shit. Let me not do that. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. But he was literally repeating the same words. Okay, the same words that the guy was saying, and then he gonna pause and he gonna say, "Stop repeating me," and then he kept speaking in tongues. I was done. But apparently, when someone speaks in tongues, there's supposed to be someone that can translate it. So it's, you got to look out for that too. If someone starts speaking in tongues and they don't have someone translating, that could be a bit problematic. But yeah, that's definitely what happened that day. Every time I think about that story, I just be cracking up and laughing, because he was speaking in tongues and he gonna say, "Stop repeating me," and then he gonna keep going. I was cracking up. You said they did that with us too at an altar call. Yeah, in that church, they used to like create different things, like different activities. Like, I remember one day they wanted us to bring in all of our CDs, like all of our secular CDs, and we all had to put the CDs out on the altar, and then we had to step on them and destroy the CDs. And I didn't go, but I didn't go because we clearly had something else to do. And then this one kid want to say, "Oh, so you ain't want to bring your CDs? So you ain't come, you ain't want to bring your CDs?" I was like, we wasn't even here. Like, we was at my aunt's house. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, yeah. Try to tell y'all, like, church is interesting. I actually just listen to the word on a daily basis. Pisces, I'm sorry, I gotta get to y'all reading. I just listen to the word on a daily basis. As opposed to going into a church building. There was this church that I was going to here for some time. But then I realized that that church didn't really give back to the community. So like, it's common for like, maybe it is in y'all's area too, but it's common for like the Catholic churches around here to actually help. So like, if you need help paying a bill or if you need help with rent, it's like they will listen to your story, hear you out, and then they will write a check to help you with your, your bills. But they'll take it to your rental office, or if it's an electric bill, they'll take your account number down and they'll pay it off. Just to make sure it gets paid, as opposed to just handing you the money. But like, Catholic churches will do that here where I live. But the Baptist churches, at least the one I went to, no. They literally spent like 30 to 45 minutes preaching a sermon about how you need to give and what happens if you don't give and all of those different things. And then I remember they were like developing like a daycare and this business and that business. And then when I needed help, this was back in like 2016, 2017. Because I was dating a highly narcissistic person. And when you start fucking with a narcissist, it's like all your shit start fucking up. Like, everything start going backwards. So I remember I was calling around to the different churches and asking for help. And I was like, you know what? I should ask the church that I go to. Those people literally said, "No, we don't do things like that." I was like, what? I was like, so all the money that you basically get from your, parishioners or your church goers, okay? So all of the money that you getting from these people that are damn near living underneath the poverty income line, like all of the money that you're getting, you don't ever think to put it back into the community, but you keep building more businesses that, yeah, you could say it's not for profit, but it is for profit. So that shit was just weird to me. So I had to stop going to that church because I thought that was weird. Yo, you said your mom would break your... What? She didn't like Avril Lavigne? Damn. She didn't. Yo. You said what type of activity? Yo, I'm done. That's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yo, can you imagine being a server at a restaurant and the church comes in and they don't tip? Yo, that's crazy. It's crazy as hell. Like, yo, your mom said she does not like, hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend. Yo, why was she hating? That song slaps. All right. Hey, Mia. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Mia, I've definitely just been taking care of my son and prioritizing him because he had a lot going on with school, but positive things like he is Sag, so he want to be everywhere. Okay, he just has to be like so. He was playing sports. He did another activity, in which it was like a creative problem solving activity. So we had to end up going to Iowa State University so they could participate in the world finals for that. He was playing soccer at a soccer club. He was in a band. He plays the alto saxophone. He got a lot of stuff going on. And then he's actually going to a new school for seventh and eighth grade. So I will be posting a GoFundMe because okay, I could work, but any help, any donations would definitely be appreciated towards his like school fees. But yeah, he has a lot of positive things going on. So I just had to focus on that. And now that the school year is over, I'm back. All right. You said you just wanted to live your Eldo emo life. Yeah, hating. They be hating. Why they hating on April? Like, it's funny because I was definitely neglected in my childhood, but childhood neglect did work for me in certain aspects. Like when I was 8, my mom bought me Nelly's Country Grammar. When I was in the 6th grade, my uncle bought me Get Rich or Die Trying, the bad version. Um, what else? I had like Eve Scorpion, the bad version. Like I just had mad stuff that would just be like, "You're a child. Why do you have that?" And it's like childhood neglect wins. Like, yo, yo. So I mean, childhood neglect. I mean, it was kind of fucked up when you think about it because it is abuse. It is child abuse. Neglect is definitely child abuse. Um, but it did favor me in some aspects. Um, you know, yeah. Thank you so much, Naya. All right, y'all. Let me just go ahead and finish with Pisces. So we can end the live. And I have to. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. I have to take like a little nap before my son gets back home. Yeah, you say it worked for me. All right, Pisces, 3:39. Cause I be rambling. But it's definitely nice to reconnect with you all. Oh, it's 11:55 there. Facts. It's almost 3 p.m. here. Good for you. You still have the rest of your day. Like, I mean, I still do too, but you know, have more time. Yes, it's good to catch up with you as well. Yeah, Pisces, your reading is a bit similar to Aquarius, but I'm gonna just see what else we have here. Yeah, it's kind of similar to Aquarius, and you're also being a bit rebellious like the Sagittarius. Okay, you're being a bit rebellious like them as well. But the person on your mind, I feel like this could go one or two ways, but I just kind of want to see what it is. Yeah, because I feel like you could potentially be wasting your time, but I want to see what's going on. Let me get some clarification. Oh, okay. So this is quite positive. Oh yeah, this is positive. Like, okay, so yeah, because I feel like with the collective, it's just been a lot of weird ass people that have been obsessively focusing on us. But Pisces, your reading is a bit different. Um, it seems like you're becoming some type of like influence, or you're becoming a guide. So you definitely are influencing people. There are people that are trying to like follow in your footsteps. There are people that are studying you, because you have a lot of things that you have been working on. I'm feeling like it's creative. So there's a lot of positive developments that you have been making, and yeah, people are liking it. I feel like you're gaining favor finally. Okay, you're gaining favor finally. And that's very difficult to do. And I'm getting that this is happening via social media with people that are watching you, which is good. So previously, you may have been experiencing a lot of hate, or not a lot of traction as it relates to like what you've been putting out there, like certain messages that you've been putting out there. You all could also be mentors or teachers. So it's like you've been trying to mentor people or teach them or show them, a different side of life or different way to live life, or literally giving them information about specific topics. Um, and you just feel like people really haven't been listening to you. They haven't really been putting respect on your name, because that's literally what I just heard. Put some respect on my name. Finally, it's happening. Okay, it's finally happening. So you're gaining traction. You're gaining supporters, fans, like people that actually want to see you win, because they realize that the information that you're putting out there is actually very helpful. So you do actually have people that are waiting for you to post. Like they're waiting for you to post. So I don't know what you're doing, like, but like me today, how I had to get back on my shit. It's people out here that's waiting for you to get back on it, especially if you've taken a break. They're anxious to hear what you have to say, or just to see what you have going on. So yeah, these are definitely people that have been disconnected from their own sources of inspiration. They're disconnected from their own creativity. So yeah, when you come back on the scene, whenever you decide to do it, hopefully sooner than later, because you have people waiting on you, it's definitely going to help people to be influenced positively, to reconnect with things that they love to do. Yeah, to reconnect with their passions, things that inspire them, to reconnect with their creativity. So maybe this is what you experience with some type of creative block, but you have a lot of people that are looking up to you, to like show them the way, or like I said, to be like a guide. So you need to do that. You really do. It seems like you have information that is just unconventional, or you're just different. Okay, you're different. You could be doing spiritual work, because y'all know how people love to demonize work. Okay, they love to demonize the work. The work with a K. Yo, my son asked me, he said, why do you always have to emphasize the last letter in every word? Like, he was like, why do you have to always do that? And I was like, be quiet, because I can and I want to. Like, sometimes I have to let him know, like, I don't need you parenting me. Like, I get paid to be who I am. So just be quiet. Like, but yeah, that's funny. But yeah, it just seems like right now you're just defying, maybe if it's even like societal standards, and things that people expect from people, especially if you're a woman, or if you're a part of some type of minority group. It's like you're just defying it. Or maybe if it's like we were talking about religion, maybe you being into spirituality, it defies that. Okay, like someone's taking what you do personally. But for the most part, there's a lot of people that are positively supporting you, or would like to, if you decided to just post more and just teach. I feel like that's what's important to you. People are obsessively focusing on what you know, and they want it. Okay. They want it. I just heard what's that song on Good Kid Mad City? Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. In the part where Anna Wise is like, they be waiting on Kendrick like the 1st and the 15th. So there's people that's actually waiting on you to post, like to give out the information that you were giving out. Maybe you felt like people didn't need it because you weren't really getting the support that you wanted, but no, it's people out here that actually do need you. Okay, they need you, and they're watching you. Like, there's a lot of people that support you and like you. They really do. They support you and they like you. They like what you have to say. They like the information that you have. So Yeah, like you may have experienced a lot of haters, but there's a lot of people that actually really do support you, and I think those are the people that are focusing on you right now. Yo, Naya said, I'm gonna get back on it. I've just been lazy for real. Lisa said they demonize it so bad. My mom, I heard saying I worship the devil. Yeah, it do. Yo, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like shit really be inverted. It really be inverted. Like when you really look at something and you realize it's inverted, like that's when you gotta back up. Cause like that's what I realize is like I'll be saying something and then it's like people always want to position themselves to be an opposition, like to say the complete opposite. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna detach from this conversation. And that's just one example I've realized in conversations with people or even in relationships. It's like you might want something positive and then you realize that the person you dealing with is constantly perpetuating negativity and sabotage. And it's just like, okay, this shit inverted. So I gotta back off of you. Okay. Yeah. 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 Naya said, damn, okay, I'll get back on my shit. Yeah. The work. Yes. You said I gotta go. Yeah, talk about it. Yeah, not about to stress me out. They be inverted for real. Like, so all right. So why are they obsessed? I feel like I said a bit about why they're obsessed. Yeah. Yeah. Like, why are they obsessed? I feel like people really like you. Yeah, they do. They really like you. Like, and there are a lot of benefits to being influenced by you, and also there's a lot of benefits on being connected to you. Okay, there's a lot of benefits. So yeah, those people, you really do have supporters, you have fans, like you actually really do. Like you do. It's like the words that you say and the teachings that you give. Really, what is it that I want to say? What is it that I want to say? What does it do to people? Well, it's very positive. Um, but it puts people in a position in which they feel empowered to, what is it that I want to say? It's like they feel empowered to like just to like defeat any type of negativity. I know it sounds intense, but it's like they have the power to defeat any type of negativity. It's like you make them feel empowered. You give them some type of strength to really just defeat things and to move on. Like you help people move on from challenges. But I also feel like it's like not self-imposed challenges, but it's just a lot of conflict that people try to throw in their way. So you could definitely be guiding these people on, you know, how to defeat opposition or enemies and how to really move on and still live a fulfilled life. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits to being connected to you. Um, so yeah, get back on your shit, girl. Get back on your shit. Like really, that you help people progress and move forward in life. How to move past drama. Yeah, yeah. So I guess the people that you inspire are dealing with a lot of BS in their life, especially as it relates to other people. They're dealing with a lot of like hostility and aggression and conflict from others. But you really teach them how to like defeat things swiftly, how to defeat their enemies, and to never look back, and to just continue to keep moving forward. So you really do help people like, you know, move on past, you know, challenges and things that were put in the way to stop them. But it's not just things that are self-imposed. Like, you know how you could have a limitation. It's not even just that. It's like other people that are trying to like oppress them. So oppression has been very strong today. I feel like I've been using that word repeatedly. So yeah. 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 It's like the people that you influence, they were thirsty. Okay? They were thirsty. So it's like taking it back to biblical terms, like what you have to offer is literally living water. Okay? It's living water. So you definitely got to get back on your shit. For real. For real. It's people that need you. It's people that need you. All right. So what are the harsh emotions associated with this obsession? I don't know if it's harsh emotions because it seems like you're receiving some positivity and support. Uh, it really does. Yeah. Yeah, it's like your influence is kind of like a guardian. Yeah, you're a guardian for these people. Yeah. So I feel like the people that, you know, support you, unfortunately, they've been a part of a lot of like abusive relationships, or they've just been in trauma. And I don't want to call your supporters like dumb or anything, but they have fell for a lot of traps. Okay, they definitely fell for a lot of traps. They've been naive. They've also been very gullible. Their kindness has been used for weakness. Their vulnerability has been used for a weakness. And I think you teach these supporters how to be strong, you know, how to be strong, how to be empowered, how to stand up for themselves. So that's kind of what's associated with this obsession. I feel like your supporters is like when they don't have access to you, it's like they may be suffering. Okay. They may be suffering and falling for a lot of traps. So I think you just have to, you know, of course, come back into their lives and give them the awareness that they need so that they can remember who they are and they can start to stand up and advocate for themselves as well. But yeah, they suffer, unfortunately, when you're not there. Um, yeah, that's crazy. That's actually sad because I'm like, I don't want to call them dumb, but it's like they need you. Like they need you. So I feel like if anybody was to need somebody, then I mean, at least, you know, you're a positive influence for them. And what you're telling them is the right thing to do. Because yeah, it's just not a good position to be in when it's like you actually need something external. But unfortunately, that's just fortunately, unfortunately, you know, that's just where we're at with this, with the people that love you and support you. It's like they need you. Like they really do. They need you because you really will. Because what I just heard is train them up in the right way. Like you really do. You really do that. So good for you. Um, yeah, they're subjected to victimization. Like when they're not with you or around you, they're subjected to victimization, to other people taking advantage over them. So it's like they actually, I don't want to call them dumb, but they're too naive. Okay, they still need you. I just heard ah yo, spirit funny as shit. Like I just heard Nicki Minaj when she said not Onika Mirage, but when she said all these bitches is my sons. Okay, like but she said it in a very like arrogant way. Okay, she said it in a very arrogant way, but it's like yeah, like you said, it's like you really have to help them with independence because you don't feel like being needed like that. Yeah, but there's a dependence on you. Okay, there's the dependence. I know Nikki said it in a very arrogant way, but it's true. Like this is just I feel like even looking at it more so than just like, oh, you're needed in that way and it could put a lot of pressure on you. I think you also need to understand just how important you are. Okay, you're an essential person. Y'all remember like during the pandemic where they had like the nurses and the doctors, etc., the firefighters, and they were looked at as essential workers. It's like you're an essential person. So I feel like just kind of look at it that way as well. But they are liable to being victimized without your instructions, okay, without your teachings. They definitely are. They're liable to like make the wrong decisions and to end up experiencing like shame and regret for, you know, maybe not doing what they were supposed to do or what they knew to do. So yeah, you definitely are responsible for a lot of people out here. Just reiterating that. Like you're definitely responsible for a lot of people out here. Yeah. Yeah, you're very protective as well. They need you. They definitely do. Like you're very protective. You do. You influence them to want to advocate for themselves, to defend themselves, to want to listen to themselves. So I just feel like maybe it's more so them needing a constant reminder. So yeah, they do. They do. Spirits hitting. They need a constant reminder. But yeah, life is hard out here. So I mean, it seems like they can't go wrong when they're connected to you, but shit start going sideways, you know, when they don't really have your intervention. So that's just really how important that you are. Yeah, shit start going sideways. Okay, it's giving like mother energy. That's kind of what it's giving, mother. And it's takes it back to when Nikki said all these bitches is my sons. But Nikki said it in an arrogant way, okay? She said it in a very arrogant way. But I think you get what I'm saying. Yo. Lisa said on point though. It really does come with the territory. Yes, time to correct what all the false prophets done steered off course. Yeah, because the false prophets be talking the most. Like, they be talking the loudest. Lisa says, sometimes you really do need reminders out here. Never know when you're helping the light come on inside someone. Yeah, right? Like activating light codes. Now you said not mother, for real. Like, it's giving mother. Like, that's what it's giving. Yo, Lisa said, just don't make me get that belt. Yo, talk about it. That's so hilarious. Just don't let me get that belt. Yeah. Sometimes people not ready for that. Okay? They not ready for that. Like, that's so hilarious. But yeah, y'all, that concludes the All Signs Live for today. Okay? I will definitely see y'all again. I'm scheduled to go live again at the same time, 11 a.m. EST on Friday. Okay, I'm scheduled to go again live on Friday. Tuesdays and Fridays are the only days that I don't go to the gym. They're the only days. So I felt like, you know what, maybe I might just have the most energy. Because like when I go to the gym, I definitely come back home and I'm on a high. But then that it doesn't really last for that long, because then after I'm on that high, I'm ready to go to sleep. So that's just what it is. But oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, Naya. Thanks for tuning in. I know, right, Lisa? I hope we all have a blessed day. Lisa said that's how it be for me too. Yeah. It's like you leave the gym, you on a high, you know, you talking to everybody like, hey, how you doing today? Like, especially when you're in a community and you know the same people that you see around. It's like, you know, it's great. But then once you get home, you're like, dang, I'm hungry. Then once you eat, take a shower, you ready to knock out. So I'm just grateful that I work for myself. Okay. It's difficult to have to work for yourself, but I'm grateful that I work for myself because I have a bit more flexibility in my schedule, and I can take a nap after I leave the gym. Exactly. I love taking naps. Oh my God. I love taking naps. It's like the older I get, I'm just like, nap time, nap time. Yo, it's hilarious. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. I'm going to edit the descriptions, but I'm just gonna put the timestamps in the comment section first, and then I'll figure all that other stuff out later. But yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in. It was nice to connect with y'all. Definitely make sure you follow Naya's tarot channel, and go ahead and start to like, comment, and hype up her videos as well. Thank you so much for being here, Mia. Everyone have a blessed rest of your day, and I will see y'all again. And you're welcome.